What is going on, Casually FC? Welcome to today's call-in show. It's not the first Wednesday of the month. It's more the second one, but unfortunately for us, fortunately for us, did we win our Wednesday game? No. Something happened Wednesday. We had to do a preview.
Oh, no, it was United. We won
United.
That.
And then we won that game on Thursday. So just because of scheduling and all that stuff, we had to push the call-in show to this Wednesday. So hopefully you guys are up for it. As you guys already know, with the call-in show, I drop the link within the first 15 to 20 minutes. And then from there on, you guys start coming in, having your say, and discussing whatever topic we're going to be discussing. So I figured for today's show, before we go ahead and start and elaborate and explain, let's go ahead and if you're here, big up to you guys in the chat. Big up to everyone who has been subscribing to the channel. It is helping us on our way to 3K, so let's keep that momentum going. We are getting closer and closer to the 3K mark, so if you can help us get to 3K by going ahead and smashing that subscribe button, it helps us out tremendously, and it directly feeds the algorithm our content that you come here and enjoy rather than having to type it out and look for it. You get it streamlined right to your home page by subscribing. Also, be sure to hit the bell notifications so you are notified whenever we do go live. Sometimes we go live outside of a schedule from Wednesday or Sunday. Usually those are the days we go live, but sometimes we have to switch it up. Like the Sunday, for example, we won't be going live, but maybe we go live on Saturday. So go ahead and check that all out, guys. It does help us out tremendously. Be sure to smash the like button, as it does help us tremendously as well with the algorithm. Be sure to leave a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts on everything. Also, check out the links in the description below. We have Ahmeds Channel. We have Sarcasm City. We have a bunch of other content on there. And I'll be honest, I don't bring this up often. I feel like I should. I have my own gaming channel on there. So twice a week I do my personal content on my channel. Wednesdays and Saturday you can check out the games that I play there if you're into that, and I also have a band, so you can check out my music down in the description below. All that stuff is down there for you guys to enjoy. But yeah, also memberships, that's a good start as well, helps us out tremendously. But as always, guys, we are here today with the panel. We got Hassan, we got Oliver, Chris, and we have Ahmed, all of us here to start off the call-in show. And for today's show, figured let's change it up from all the Chelsea talk. I mean, if we were going to talk about Chelsea, it would have been the same exact call-in show as last time, talking about what manager's going to come in, what's going on with Poch, and it's just repetitive. So in an effort to keep the content a little fresh here at Casually FC, I figured let's talk about the UCL, which unfortunately we're not in this year, but it's still good football, plenty of good football to watch, and entertaining games to enjoy. So figured we start off the call-in show talking about UCL. Now, if you decide to call in and you want to talk about Chelsea, we can, by all means. I'm not going to stop you. This is a call-in show after all. You guys have to have your say. But figured we start off and primarily talk about the UCL, since I'm pretty sure all of us have watched most of the games and have plenty of things and predictions we want to say about the teams going forward. So yesterday we had Bayern Munich and Arsenal being the home team, and a 2-2 draw resulted out of that one. We had the Real Madrid and Man City match as well, which ended 3-3. And then earlier today, actually just about 20 minutes ago or 15 minutes ago, we saw the conclusion of two matches in the UCL: Atletico-Madrid versus Dortmund, as well as PSG versus Barcelona. Both pretty good matches as well. But I mean, I guess we'll start off with yesterday's games, since they're not as fresh in our minds like the games we just witnessed. So to start things off, I mean, I'll kick it off. I did watch I tried to watch both games at once. It's a little harder to do than it looks, but I'll start off with talking about the Arsenal-Bayern game. So overall, I think the result favors Bayern most of all. Bayern going there, I feel like it was a game that Arsenal should have won, but as they should, I think they respected Bayern a little too much. Didn't really go for the scruff of the neck, and I feel like Bayern had the better chances overall. Sane made his return. He looked pretty good, in my opinion. They didn't have, it wasn't like, many chances in the match, but from the few chances that Bayern got, they almost did score. Coleman hit the post at one point as well. Gnabry ended up scoring. Sane gets a penalty. Kane scores as well, which that was inevitable at the Emirates. And from defensive mistakes coming from the back end from Arsenal, Gabriel making a silly, I think he tried to pass it and it was intercepted by Kimmich, I believe, and Kimmich passes it to Goretzka. Goretzka then links it up to Gnabry, and that's the first goal. And then Saliba with the foul on Leroy Sané, who was just dribbling past the defenders at that point as well. So overall, I think the result was pretty fair. It actually kind of flattered Arsenal a little bit. And considering that it was at an Emirates that had little to no Bayern fans in there due to the ban, I think now all the cards are in Bayern's favor, which time will tell. But boys, I mean, your thoughts on the Bayern and Arsenal game, and where do you feel like this is going?
I thought they pretty much bottled it, in all fairness, because it was at home, no Bayern Munich fans. How badly Bayern Munich's been in the Bundesliga. They went 2-0 up against that 10th place team. Mm-hmm. They should have done a lot better against Bayern Munich, and now Bayern Munich at home. I feel it could be Bayern Munich to win now. It is with Arsenal, man. I just think they just tend to basically ball in the Champions League. They haven't really done anything special in the Champions League except for that one time getting to the final, but they can cry about the penalty as well. They can honestly cry about that. But when their kid, quote unquote, 26-year-old Gabriel, picks up the ball like an idiot, and doesn't get a penalty for that by Munich, it's all fair. You could say maybe it's a penalty for Saka, but Saka was looking for that penalty as well. It wasn't a dive.
That wasn't a penalty. Saka kicked Neuer. Saka clearly kicked Neuer. You could tell. He extended his leg out and made contact with Neuer. It was clear.
Yeah,
it wasn't a penalty.
I wouldn't call it a dive, but Saka definitely looked for it.
It was essentially a dive.
It could have been one of them where, you can give a penalty, but so was Bayern Munich. He literally picked up the ball after the whistle. They won't say, oh, it's not the whistle, nothing. He did whistle, and he picked it up. I don't know why he did it, but they got away with murder like that. That's a blatant penalty, but, they got to get away with it. I didn't see the Man City game, but that game seemed like a hell of a game to watch as well. And I feel next game's going to be a must-watch as well. Well, both of them are. Hopefully they're both not on the same night, because I don't care for these two other teams compared to them.
Yeah. Well, they had to do it on the same night because you can't have two games in Madrid at the same time. It's just logistics with the police in Spain and stuff like that.
Oh, I see now. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the viewing pleasure of ourselves, but you got to do what you got to do when it comes to the live setting.
Yeah, I mean, Oliver, what were your thoughts on the game, man?
I'm pretty similar with it on Chris, but I think the main thing I take away is just the refereeing, because no one's mentioned it yet. Kane elbowing Gabriel in the face, that's a red card. I don't care what you say. So you've got these three moments here, and it just goes to show that as much as we want to bang on about the Premier League officials being incompetent, it extends across the whole game. That referee totally made a mess of the whole game. It could have gone very differently. Whether it goes in the favour of either team remains to be seen. Again, Bayern could have been down to 10 men, and also they could have had a penalty from Gabriel picking up the ball. So it has an effect on things, and it's just unfortunate that we didn't get the game to play out fairly, because it would have been a hell of a game, I reckon. A hell of a lot more of a game than it was.
Gabriel picking up the penalty and a lot of the defensive errors that happened to Arsenal yesterday, at home of all places, I think, in my opinion, just goes to show that this team is young. And listen, I'm not trying to disrespect Arsenal. I think they have a good team. I think they're going to do great things. Odegaard last night, in my opinion, was doing really good. You could see Saka, for the most part, was controlling that left-hand side where everyone likes to glaze, but Alphonso Davies was covering. People are going to say, oh, he's playing left wing back, but I mean, he kind of conceded the goal from a left back position. So regardless, I didn't see much from that player. And you know, overall, I think people are going to criticize the lineup that Tuchel went out with, but at the end of the day, I think he got a result that favors him. I don't think he's going to play attacking football. I don't think he's going to play, you know, a style of formation that's going to necessarily win him the game. But at the end of the day, he almost won the game if it wasn't for the substitution of Trossard, which I gotta say, good on Arteta to think that taking off Jorginho was a good idea and putting on Trossard, because it ended up helping them out. Because I think Tuchel knew very well how to play against Jorginho and how to, you know, just nullify that midfield as a result. But Hassan, I'd like to hear your thoughts on, you know, now that we're going over to Germany for the second leg next week, where do you sit? Like, what do you think is going to happen in terms of result? Who do you think is going to win?
With the results, right, with the whole leg especially, I thought Arsenal should have taken that with how strong they started and how shaken Bayern were at the start. The problem is, though, like just like anything, a lot of these players, I don't know how many players are experienced in Bayern side, because they have sold a lot of their a lot of the talents have gone out. But the Arsenal side, especially, they've not been in Europe that often, and it's usually like the first time in Europe you kind of like flop, or you get so far and then you flop towards the end. And I think for Bayern is they've got a lot of experience, they've got a lot of clutch players that can punish him, and you've seen it in the first leg, like the two mistakes that they made it, and to be honest, they could have got like 3 goals, but that 1-on-1 chance, he decided to take it outside to the wide, and it's just one of them ones where I think Arsenal will have to start off strong. If they don't start off strong, Bayern would punish him, and any mistake that Arsenal does from the back line or from the centre, all it takes is one ball over the top or one through ball and they're through. But yeah, I mean, Bayern, even though they're not as a scary team as they used to be, they're still a big team, of course. They'll always be like in the quarterfinals and semi-finals. You can't hurt them and you can't attack them. The defense is not great. They'll always leave themselves wide open for an attack. So I still see it as a 50-50 game. But if Arsenal do not start off strong and do not get the early goal lead, I think Bayern will take it at home leg.
All that just to not get a single prediction. What is your prediction?
By the way, guys, I just want to say quickly, this is from Kano Plus. Apparently, Mbappe, he played like a P word tonight. I can't say any more.
He played like a P. Yeah, I don't know. Hassan, what's your prediction?
I think Bayern will win 8-3. I think they'll win 2-1 at their home leg. I think Arsenal will get punished.
All right, fair enough. Ahmed, we'll go to you, man. I mean, your thoughts on that game, and what do you think is going to happen in the Allianz Arena?
First things first, obviously, guys, please make sure to like, share, subscribe on the channel. You know what I mean? Come on now, get the likes up, get the subscribes up. And listen, man, let's get into it now. But on a serious note, obviously, I think Bayern showed the appropriate level of respect to Arsenal, in my personal opinion, right? Considering how bad they have been in possession and like trying to maybe the superior team. And I also think, one of the advantages is that, you know, particularly with Tuchel, he knows the midfield quite well. Like he knows that J5 is going to be the guy that's going to be controlling that midfield, isn't it, at the end of the day, whether we want to admit or not. So he really did a good job trying to isolate him in possession and just really attacking that sort of middle part of the pitch. Now, I think Arsenal realised that towards like the second half-ish, so they made changes. I also thought that Kivio, I don't understand why he plays, because I don't feel like he's at that level yet, in my personal opinion. You know, and he continuously gets played in that fullback position. And listen, Zinchenko is better than him. Yes, he's defensively prone. Yeah, but I just feel like, you know, Kivio, man, he's not at that level right now, man. I'll be real.
How long until Timber's back? I feel like Timber's going to make a comeback this season.
Maybe soon, right?
No, he's this guy ACL again. You're not going to see that guy until until it's
I
over.
could have
bro.
sworn I heard he was gonna make
Probably
this
maybe
year.
May at a push, but because he's getting into in
It's too
August.
late. Yeah, it's too
Again,
late for Champions League.
That's
right
what I'm saying, bro. End of the season, man. You know what I mean? Just wrap it up.
Yeah.
Man. So
Mhm.
for me, you're not seeing him anytime soon. So I just think for me, at the end of the day, there's that again. The Kane again, he does a good job of like really like the reason why he's really good as a striker is that back to goal he's able to do that shit, and like he
Yeah.
really had that defense on skates. And then I think obviously Gnabry did a good job. Obviously he's going to be out for the game. I don't know if you know that he's got a hamstring injury.
No, god damn it.
Yeah, so he's out.
He did
So
come
you're probably going to be Coman that's going to have to start now in that position. Now, at the end of the day, for me personally, you're looking at it. I feel like Bayern can actually win this game if they continue the way they're doing it. I think Arsenal, particularly away at home, I think this Bayern's going to have fans at their stadium, no? Or they're not going to have it at all?
I think they
Yeah,
are.
they should.
Yeah, they should have it, right? So they're going to have fans at their stadium. It's going to be a very big atmosphere, I would say. I actually think they may actually just use the Europe magic thing, the UCL magic might actually just work for Bayern. But in the next round, I'll be real. Whoever they face in the next round, they'll be Real Madrid or Man City. Yeah, the juice is ending there. The Tuchel he will get exposed. You know what I mean? Osama, he will be exposed. Wallah, he will be
Been
exposed.
exposed, has he?
Time will tell, but I mean, I am leaning towards agreeing with you on that one. I feel like I said, I feel like Arsenal. This is a young team. They're gonna be nervous. They were nervous at home. I can only imagine the amount of pressure that's gonna surmount when they go over to the Allianz Arena, and that place is gonna be erupting.
I think
listen, we know as Chelsea fans what it's like to play in Bayern. It's not a very friendly environment. It's only the strongest of the mentalities can really endure there, and very few can come out victorious in a Champions League match there. But what were you gonna say, Oliver?
I think it does, like for Bayern. I think what will help them going into this game is they should have their priorities straight, and they should not have a problem being motivated for this game, because let's face it, Leverkusen are one win away from winning the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is a wrap. This is their only thing left to salvage this season, so they should have no problem getting out of bed and being ready as the whistle blows at the beginning for this match. Their fans should be ashamed of their players if they somehow don't turn up for this.
Gotcha. I mean, Ahmed, I meant to ask you what's the scoreline you're predicting for Bayern?
I actually think that game is going to be a lot more low scoring than people believe, in my personal opinion. I actually could see a 1-0 Bayern.
Okay, fair
Or
enough.
it's going to be a 1-0 Bayern, or it might be like if I want to push it at most and say I don't fully trust the Bayern defense, which is a valid excuse, then I would say 2-1.
Okay, fair enough.
I think maybe 1-1 penalties.
You're thinking they're going to go to penalties, huh?
Yeah, or maybe because again, I don't trust. Things Arsenal are a good defensive team. Like if they can get out of their system whatever the hell happened at the Emirates, which again who knows, because it is away, it's going to be harder. But let's just say they're still a formidable team. They got Rice, Saliba, Gabriel. Very physical players. They can deal with that sort of stuff. And you never know, man. And of course, Bayern have Kane and Musiala. They're probably going to get a goal. I just think it's going to be one of those tense things where a team's just going to try and look to hold on and not make a mistake, because that's kind of where both teams are now. And again, as I said with Bayern, whilst they're going to have their head, they should have their head in the game in theory. Arsenal are juggling the Premier League still, so they might want to be trying to save some energy. You never know. These are the sort of things you got to think about with these games. But I'd say probably Bayern through on penalties. The score of the actual game 1-1.
All right, fair enough. Real Lacris, what is your score prediction for the Bayern game?
5-1. No. I would love it to be that score. I think Bayern could go win it. 3-1.
3-1 to Bayern. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Let's.
You and that noise today.
I'm gonna say 2-0 because I never give a score prediction. 2-0 to Bayern. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go 2-1 because I don't think Bayern's defense is that solid.
He's copying me. Look at this boy. He's copying my scoreline now.
All right, fine. 1-0. 1-0 Bayern.
He's copying my scoreline again. He's copying my scoreline as well.
What do you mean?
How can you have both?
2-1. Well, yeah, it is a call-in show, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna drop the link in just a moment. But yeah, I think the scoreline is gonna be 2-1. I don't. We'll see, because like Oliver mentioned it, these players, they don't have anything else to play for, and you guys remember how it was under Tuchel when the players down tools in the league, but when it came to Champions League, we stepped up and. Although we beat Real Madrid in the second leg, we still didn't go through because of the aggregate. But however, it was arguably one of the best games I've seen us play in a long time. But yeah, the players do step up when need be, especially when it comes to Champions League.
That young kid, the Tau guy.
Musiala?
No.
Matthias Tell.
Yeah, Matthias Tau. Like, is he just put on the sidelines? I didn't see.
That's a good rating, bro.
Oh shit! I feel like he should maybe have a good chance against Arsenal next leg. But...
I mean, that's one of the reasons why the Bayern fans are unhappy with Tuchel, because he's neglected people like that and just left them on the bench. I think he brought on Rafael Guerreiro at left wing against Arsenal. He's a left back.
Defensive.
It's things like that.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, I think he was playing like a left wing back, to be honest.
They was
winning
2-1 before that, though.
Because whatchamacallit, oh my God. Alphonso Davies was playing left wing back. And you had Dyer, De Ligt, and Lamar. And
no, Kimmich was the right back.
Oh, Kimmich. Yeah, you're right. So, yeah, it was a 3 at the back.
Lamar.
I said Lamar.
Okay, yeah.
Conrad Lamar, yeah.
I was about to cook
I fixed myself. I fixed it. But all right, ladies and gents, I did drop the link there. I'm going to pin it to the top of the chat so you guys can access it at all times. However, let's go on and continue discussing the other game that happened last night, and that's going to be the the Real Madrid 3. Man City 3, which was quite the cracker of a game, let me say. It was I think overall, based on the glimpses that I saw, and then rewatching it in highlights, I think this definitely favors Man City. Obviously, they're going to be going back to their home field now, and we'll see where it goes from there. But I mean, I wouldn't say it favors them by much, really. However, what was it? They were losing. They were losing 2-1. That was no. They were losing 2-1, and then Foden came back to draw it, I believe. Or were they losing 3-1 and Foden came back to draw it?
No, they was losing 2-1. They was losing 2-1, and then Phil Foden scored that banger.
And then and then they went ahead and Vardiol scored a 3-2. Yeah.
I didn't really watch the game, but I saw that goal, and then Valverde scored a nice. And then
Valverde's goal was amazing too. It was such a great game of football. I mean, I'll go to Prime first, and big up to you guys for joining in. Prime, what are your thoughts on the Real Madrid game and City game, or did you not watch it?
No, I slept, so I probably
all right. Well,
missed
your thoughts on the highlights?
all-time classic. What?
Your thoughts on the highlights then?
He's gonna say what highlights?
I didn't really watch the highlights either. I've seen some clips online.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Okay.
Quality free kick from Bernardo. Great goal from Foden.
Well, we'll come back to you for predictions then. Just so we can get AK, did you welcome to the show, by the way, AK. But did you we'll get to every other game. I mean, I'm sure you've seen some games. You saw some of the games today, didn't you?
No, but I still have things to.
All right, well, what do you got to say about the game? Go ahead.
I saw great free kick from Bernardo. Great goal from Foden. The Arsenal game. Find it funny, the discourse about the Saka Neuer thing. In my opinion, I don't. There's contact in the box, so according to the law, contact, in theory, is a pen. However, if you watch it, Saka is playing for that contact.
Yeah, he leaves his
He's
leg
playing for that,
hanging.
and that's playing for that dive. So, like, for me, it's just a thing of, like, Saka is not smart enough to disguise that and make it look clean, because we've seen, like, players dive before and win fouls and win penalties.
I'll see if
Just
I can
about how
find
you
it
do
so
it.
we can watch it.
As
Yeah,
usual,
continue.
Arsenal fans are complaining about it, but, like, for me, like, I would be more frustrated about why didn't your team do enough to win the game? All I've been told all season, or for the majority of the season, is Bayern are so terrible, they're so crap, they're so awful, and Arsenal are so amazing. How did you allow Bayern, from what it looks like, be dominated for the majority of the game? I find it weird. Second leg will be a massive task for Arsenal going to the Allianz, but yeah, 2 interesting games last night. I was trying to fall asleep. Do you want me to speak on the 2 games tonight, or go to that later?
Not yet. We'll
will go
come
to
back to that. We'll come back to that in a few. I just want to focus on the Real Madrid game first. AK, my friend, welcome to the channel. Did you by chance get to watch the Real Madrid game?
Yeah, I do manage to. I mean, I was just watching it for the whole of 90 minutes.
Yeah. What were your thoughts
Yeah.
overall, man?
Not gonna lie, I mean, getting another draw at the Bernabeu with a record attendance.
Oh, you're a
We'll
City
take it.
fan.
I
I
am,
just
yeah.
realized that. Damn, we have a City fan, a very rare sighting here. It's like a shiny Pokemon. Big up, dude. But yeah, you're only the second City fan I've ever met. But okay, yeah, go on. Since you're a City fan, that's actually a much more different perspective on this. So go ahead and speak on it. Yeah, continue.
Yeah, with the record attendance at the Bernabeu and all this talk saying that, oh, we're gonna close the roof, we're going to make the whole stadium white. It was all just tactics, just trying to intimidate us. It didn't work. Nothing worked, because that's the spirit of my club. We fought till the end.
I heard like that. Like City just didn't give in at all. Like just Real Madrid.
We didn't give in.
Score 2 goals that quickly as well. Yeah, just like shows a message out there as well. Like we ain't out this fight. I am a little bit concerned City could do another treble this season. I am a little bit concerned. I don't want to see that again. In all fairness, because it's gonna be horrible to see. I don't mind City winning the league, but winning Champions League and FA Cup or something, that's gonna be hard to watch.
Why would it be
Yeah.
terrible to see?
I don't want to see City win another treble. Why the fuck would I want to see that? I want to see like
Listen,
Van de Beek
I'll
I'll
Premier
be
Makes
real.
sense.
Listen, I'll be real, man. I couldn't care less, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, listen again.
That's my guy. He doesn't care.
115, bro. 115. That's not to say, man. You know what I mean? The 115 army is coming. But on a serious note, yeah. I feel like if you're Real Madrid, you obviously probably wanted to get the win at home and to at least have something to defend. But obviously 3-3, it's all to play for. You don't have Camavinga now in the fixture back at Man City.
Oh yeah, Camavinga got the yellow, right?
Yeah, so
Sure many. There's no crowd.
sorry. I thought it was
Tchouaméni.
Tchouaméni. Sorry, yeah,
It was-
Tchouaméni. So obviously that's going to be kind of a
Just
bit,
that's what we
bit of a loss in the midfield. But again, I feel like I feel like again it's going to depend. I think who did Man City have this weekend?
They have
We have Luton.
Doing, yeah.
Yeah, then yeah, you know what, man? I feel like they'll be quite fresh for the game. I feel like maybe KDB might be able to, play as well in this game probably.
I know KDB was unwell. He was unwell.
Yeah, but I feel like he's gonna be back. I think the next fixture is next week, Wednesday. So I feel like he'll be more than fine enough to be able to play.
You probably see him for a second
Yeah,
leg. But I was gonna
yeah,
say,
yeah.
is Edison coming back anytime soon, or is he just out for a long time?
I think he's back next game.
Because I felt like
Hopefully, yeah.
you needed him.
Hopefully. But Ortega's been splendid for us till now. Ortega's been really good for us.
Other
Yeah.
than that,
Good backup.
Actually, I don't think Ortega did anything wrong for any of the
Did
goals.
get megged like kind of like
No.
That's a
Marshall,
deflection.
actually, Marshall. First of all, two of those goals were deflected.
I
Two
don't
of
know
them are
that this one's
deflected.
Yeah, so I mean, like, well, there's not really much Ortega can do. I don't think. Listen, that's not to say Ederson isn't better, but obviously,
playing from the back as well.
I think they can. Yeah. I think they can get.
Yeah,
away
but
with,
Ortega, I would say, has stepped up as the best number 2. He stepped up as a number 2.
Yeah,
He's the best number 2 in the league by far. He is fantastic.
He's the best number 2.
I mean,
big up, Ryan.
I can't really disagree. But okay. I also, I mean, AK. While I have you here, let me also ask you, what do you think is going to happen now? What is your prediction for the return leg, the home game now? Do you think it even gives you much of an advantage against Real Madrid?
I mean, yeah. Given Madrid's record at our ground, they've never won, and we have home advantage, so it'll play well in our favor.
Okay, cool.
I was gonna say, wasn't the 2-1 win at your ground, or was it at Madrid's ground?
No. You're talking about last season? Yeah, I would say last season it was 4-0. It was 4-0.
No, I'm talking about the other one. Wasn't the 2-1 at your ground? The one where they scored like 2 goals in 1 minute?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's your score prediction, AK?
Return leg. I mean, I'm not writing off Madrid yet. I mean, like they can seriously come back. They can come back, and they're still out for revenge. So I would say 3-1 City.
Wow,
3-1
City. Okay.
Wait, AK, you're a City fan, right? Sorry, you're
Yeah.
a City fan, right? Is
Yeah.
it true Real have not beaten City at the Etihad before?
No.
They've not.
No.
Okay. Jez, what are your thoughts on the game, and how do you see it going now at the Etihad? Yeah, clear your throat.
I kind of obviously big up everyone. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up everyone on the panel. I can't like. I think on Sarcasm over, I said to the preview of these games, I said that if Madrid wants to have a chance at the Etihad, I think they need at least a 2-goal cushion going back to England, and it's also a bit of a game because obviously you saw Bernardo clever goal at the beginning. Then Madrid just decided to start getting goals. A lot of bangers and a lot of deflections. I think even the XG showed it. Foden obviously stepping up, Guardiola stepping up. But Madrid fashion, they're somehow still able to get the result at their stadium as well. But I think City benefited from the result more than Madrid, as obviously, like it was mentioned, City hasn't lost to Madrid at the Etihad yet. In order, so I don't know. So it's a weird one because obviously people say KDB was unwell to start. I'm just saying the dude was well enough to be on the bench. That's what I'm saying. But that's a debate for another day. I think if Madrid wants to win this game, I think Bellingham has to step up. Like, because I don't think Bellingham had a great game in the first leg, and I feel like for them to just generally win the Champions League, I think he has to be a big part of it. So if Bellingham steps up at the Etihad, I think Madrid can go through, like a tied 2-1 maybe.
And yeah, hopefully Ake returns.
Yeah,
That's what I'm hoping. Yeah.
I forgot you guys have injuries as well. So, but as of right now, I did forget Chouameni is going to miss the game. So I don't know who's going to play for them centre back. If Nacho plays centre back, I think City go through.
Yeah.
If Nacho plays centre back, I think City go through.
I mean, I just hope that Madrid. Lunin is good. No lie. Lunin, the Ukrainian keeper. Yeah, he was good last. He was good last night, but yeah, he conceded 3. He didn't have his best game, so I'm just hoping that we can improve in our defense and at least Haaland must step up. He has to.
Oh, yeah, he hasn't been in very good form in recent games.
Yeah, because he's just been a passenger. I'm giving you an honest, I'm giving you a brutal opinion. He's been a passenger.
100%. I wouldn't disagree. He has not been anywhere near the same player we saw last season, and that includes with KDB back in the lineup as well. So you can't even use that excuse. But Ahmed is a fraud, who I think it's Rainbow the God. Big up to you, brother. What do you think about the results of the Real Madrid City game, and what are your predictions for the return leg?
Yeah, I can't lie. Ahmed is a fraud still. But, yeah. You're right.
I'm a fraud about what? What am I a fraud about, mate? Nothing.
A lot of things, but we're not.
That's a long list.
Oh, it's fucking Fetter.
We're gonna dive into it. We're gonna dive into it.
I didn't think it was Fetter.
We're gonna dive into it. Don't worry, Ahmed. Don't worry. But other than that, am I really shocked with the result of that Real Madrid game? Not really. You know, I thought it was most the open game I've seen so far in the Champions League tie. I think it's that two teams are, you know, showing the quality of the Champions League game, what it's all about, you know. And I think it's just that I feel that Man City got that slight edge just because that they got a draw in the first leg. They can take that in the second leg with some you know some confidence boost, I would say. And they got the Kyle Walker coming back as well. Other than that, all the times that I've seen so far, not only Real Madrid, Arsenal games, yeah, man, it's been well beyond over expectation, you know. And this is kind of like the nights that I've been missing about, you know. And hopefully whoever comes out in that Bayern Munich Arsenal tie, I hope Bayern win, you know, because I just think that they're gonna put the eggs in one basket for the Champions League.
I mean, Bayern have a home advantage though, the Allianz, and their fans obviously are going to be there in record numbers. So I'm just hoping for a Bayern blitz.
Yeah, let's not forget Ahmed is a fraud still.
Fetter,
You know what's crazy?
I think I missed your prediction.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy, guys? Yeah, the so-called Bayern fans being there also happened last Sunday, and they lost 3-2, if I'm not mistaken, or 4-2 against Heidenheim.
You do realize that Bundesliga,
that's what I'm saying.
that Bundesliga is over, isn't it?
One thing I do say is though, the one thing I do say is the same Bayern lost to what was it again? Heidenheim, I think, away.
Heidenheim.
Yeah, Heidenheim away, and then they were able to get a result. That's a hilarious song, but.
Listen, we don't gotta talk about the league. We're talking about Champions League.
Yeah,
League form goes out the window when we go to Champions League.
Marshall, I can't lie. We need to investigate some Ahmed. I can't, Jess. Ahmed,
I just want to say, because Ahmed mentioned the league, so I mentioned the fact that yes, they at home maybe they hadn't gotten the result, but Bayern was still able to go away to the Emirates to still get a result. So your logic kind of goes against each other then, basically, based on what you said then.
Yeah.
This is why Ahmed is such a fraud, you know. He's got the biggest people in this
Fetter, I think I missed your prediction. What was your prediction for the return leg for City and Real Madrid?
Raw, honestly, I think it's going to go down penalties. I'll be
really? Oh, okay. It could. No more aggregate and such. Prime, we'll go to you because I don't think I asked you.
I'm hoping no pens. I'm hoping no pens.
Yeah, let's hope.
Because I'm hoping no pens because we're shit with pens. We're gonna definitely lose on pens against Madrid.
Oh, true. Yeah, Man City are not good at penalties. I just remember that.
If you have like Haaland, De Bruyne.
Haaland missed penalties.
I know he can
De
miss
Bruyne's missed penalties. For the longest time, they couldn't decide on who's going to take their penalties.
There's probably Chris. There's only like 3, maybe 4 good penalty takers. The rest
they're not good at penalties.
They could play 120 minutes on Wednesday and still turn up on Saturday.
Yeah. They could. They're just shit at penalties. AK's not wrong. There was a moment 2 seasons ago where they could not decide who the penalty taker was, and then they decided, you know
Because
what, we're gonna give
Haaland
it to
wants to pick
Mahrez, and then Mahrez left.
No, but like, De Bruyne can take penalty. But he barely missed in his career. Fair. He doesn't miss like over like 5. I don't think in his career. I don't think. Like, I know Haaland can miss a couple here and there. Like Haaland can, but like. I'm looking at them just well. Yeah, they got Modric. I don't know if like I don't think he plays anymore.
I'm just hoping we can just dominate Real Madrid at our home ground. That's it. Because we have because we have done it. We have done it last season, and hopefully we do it again.
Prime, what's your prediction for the match, man?
Prime is silent.
I was about to say.
I think Prime skunked, man.
We're talking about Bayern and Arsenal, right?
No. Real Madrid.
Can you hear me?
Man City.
Yeah, we can.
You're lagging a bit, but yeah, Real Madrid, Man City.
Real Madrid have not beaten City at the Etihad, so often City go through.
Okay.
Ahmed
Penalties? Score?
Ahmed is smiling right now.
Ahmed is smiling. Yes, I smile. Thank you for letting me know. Mate.
No, not on penalties. I don't know what the score will be. I think City win it in extra time.
Okay, fair enough. Ahmed, you're smiling, so we'll go to you next, man. Your thoughts on the game and what are your predictions, man?
I think again it's a
Open
competitive
comment.
picture. It's again a competitive picture. I already spoke about the game itself. I think it's gonna be competitive, but I would say 2-1 Man City.
2-1 Man City. All right. Chris, your predictions.
Like Prime said, extra time. I feel extra time. Man City. 2-1. 2-1.
Okay.
It's either
cool.
I think it's gonna be a Foden dagger or a Silva dagger.
Okay.
Chris, make a different prediction, bro.
Oh, I'm not gonna do what Marshall does and change it. No, I actually think extra time. That's where it's gonna go.
We cannot
you
have
say
the same
2-1?
prediction. Make a different one.
What would you say? 2-1?
He said,
No, I said
extra
City win
time.
in extra time.
Well, yeah. I'm gonna still stick to extra time now. 3-1.
All right.
Can't
3-1
have
in extra
all
time? What the
extra
fuck?
It's still extra time. Yeah.
All right. Fine. Olivier Twist, what is your prediction?
I think 2-1. I mean, it's not going to be a blow. They won 4-0 at the Etihad last year. I don't think that's going to happen again. It's probably going to be a bit more close because Man City aren't in full flow. You know, the questions about Haaland and whatnot. You know, De Bruyne is picking up injuries here and there, but they've got some good players still. I think they edge it on quality to Madrid. Madrid have great players, but there are injuries there. They got a DM playing at centre back, for instance. You know, Chouameni doing a good job with Rudiger though, but it's just not going to be enough, in my opinion. I see City going through 2-1. I don't know about extra time. I'm not going to make that prediction.
Okay. And last but not least, Hassan, what are your predictions in the match?
5-1.
I think City is gonna smoke them just like what they did last time. I think.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
No, because I think the only way that Man City would have lost if Real Madrid took a 3-2 win or a 2-1 win. Because Real Madrid, one thing you gotta give them credit to is they know how to play dirty and they know how to hold the lead, and they'll just hit you on the counters. That's what Madrid are dangerous at.
Yesterday, if you've seen that match at the Bernabeu yesterday, the way they played dirty. No lie, Real Madrid tried to play dirty to either draw or win.
That's what it was. It was just trying to hold the lead that they had. But of course, like I think with the score being 3-3, I think Man City will punish him at home.
I do want Real Madrid to whoop Man City's ass. Though. I do want to see that. I want to see them just suffer, but I don't see it.
Hey, yo.
Nah, they can
must
suffer,
suffer.
man. They keep winning everything, man. They need to suffer, man. Like
Hey,
the rest
yo.
of us. There's no hey yo. They just need
There
to
really
suffer.
is no way on that one. But going back to what we were talking about before with the Arsenal penalty, Let's actually take a closer look at it, because I actually have two angles of it that we can look at, and I still hold that Saka stretched out his leg to try to get a penalty. So here's a side view of it. See him approaching, and then right there he sticks his leg out already, and he's just leaning it closer and closer to Neuer. Doesn't get it out of the way. He has plenty of time to get it out of the way. He just refuses to not. And it's him trying to get a penalty. And if you want to look at the other angle as well, I have it right here.
Oh, that angle, yeah. I love that angle more.
Yeah.
This angle gives
That
away
angle
even
tells it.
more. Like right here.
It's where he left his leg off. And he's still up there. He's still up there. I know it's in fast time. It's in real time, so it's hard to like to say like in slow motion and stuff like that. But like, you can't say that's 100% penalty. You are clueless if you think that's 100% penalty. He literally put his leg into
It wasn't a pen. It wasn't a pen.
I kill the step, man. Only Arsenal fans and Rio Ferdinand believe that it was a penalty. And nobody, I have seen nobody else outside those section of people say it was not a pen. It was a penalty. And for me, in my opinion, I say it's a 50-50. I say it's more of a 50-50 rather than actually. You can't tell me it's a clear-cut penalty decision to give, in my opinion. And I think the referee just went with his institution and said, you know what, I don't give a pen because it wasn't clear enough.
I think from that angle, I could see Neuer coming out of his post and trying to clear the ball with his leg. And yes, Saka wasn't in possession of the ball in that angle. I'm thinking. So yeah, it was right to not call it a pen. In my opinion, it wasn't a pen.
I agree.
Anyone still think it was a pen?
You know what was a penalty? Gabriel picking up that ball, blatant handball, but he's a kid, so you know we'll let him off. A 26-year-old kid.
26-year-old kid. I don't think it's a kid anymore, Chris.
That's what I'm
that was the verbiage. The referee said that. It was like, oh, it's a childish mistake. I'm going to let it fly.
Yeah. I just want to say quickly, Will is a fraud. Just want you to know that, man. Thank you.
He's a fraud.
Who?
Everyone's moving fraudulently nowadays. What the
Ahmed, you're the biggest fraud in here, Ahmed.
I'm not a fraud, man. You know what I mean? I'm a visionary.
So what's your beef with Ahmed?
Yeah, man. I'm a visionary.
Visionary, my ass, man. What visionary you have, Ahmed?
Hey, so the old in the background, man. Jesus Christ.
Anyway, what I don't like about Saka is like, it's not even about him per se, but it's his stance. Like,
exactly. Thank you, Will.
He'll have a bad game, and then he'll end the game limping or whatever, or he'll get hooked, and then people will come out and say, "Oh,
you're lagging as fuck."
Yo, Brian, you're lagging, bro.
Injured.
Like Nigeria in the
That's why he has bad games. Instead of just being honest about it.
Reece James nicked his internet, man.
You're lagging.
Hey, Reece James taking the internet.
Hey, Reece James taking your internet, yeah? Hey, come on, hey!
You know what, man? He's lagging as long as weekend has been out.
Internet right there, bro. Goddamn.
He's lagging as long as weekend has been out of the club. You know what I mean? Not been playing.
And the internet running on clogged arteries, bro. What the hell's going on, man?
Hey, that was crazy, man. That was crazy.
Oh.
All right, let's go to the next game that I wanted to discuss, which is, and I don't know if anyone watched it. What game am I talking about right now? Hold on.
You're talking about the PSG-Barca game.
Wait. Let me look at the score again because I forgot. Oh, yeah, PSG 2, Barcelona 3.
Yes.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Visca Barca. Visca Barca.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not.
You know what,
yes,
PSG,
but you're in and out. You're really
PSG are
laggy.
boss's bitch, man. PSG are boss's bitch.
Really?
I swear to God, bro. There's no other way to define it, bro. They really are, bro. Just
Don't
bending
forget.
everyone, bro.
And F that turtle, man. F that turtle. I don't want to see him ever again. That's it.
Wow. I can't lie to you. The reality is
He's talking about Mbappe, the turtle.
PSG had so many chances just to put the ball into their net, and they just couldn't. When they either pull the trigger, it hits the post, or they just don't even pull the trigger at all, and the defender just comes straight up. That happened to Mbappe. I think it happened to Barcola, if I'm not mistaken, when he was 1v1, and there was one more person that happened to get in the game where they were literally 1v1, but the defender just comes back before they even pulled the trigger, and they had like ample time to do it as well. So
and that Usman Dembele, man, he thinks that he can win the game just by scoring against his old team, but you saw what happened. He lost.
100%. Nope. Okay, maybe Prime is back. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't a good result for PSG, especially being at home against this Barcelona side that I'm not gonna lie, man. This Barcelona side is not it. That's not the same Barcelona of old at all. So it's Rafinha too almost got resurrected as a player. He got a brace to open up the scoreline. And although towards the end, you could argue PSG looked like they were coming back into it and all that, I think the nail in the coffin was a Christensen goal, which is funny enough. I was just talking about how I miss Christensen right before he scored that.
I'm sorry if I couldn't watch the game. I was just actually out with friends. So
obviously Champions League, man.
Yeah, but I managed to see the scoreline and I was surprised. Barcelona.
Yeah. I mean, Will, you just joined us, my friend. What is your thoughts on Ahmed and then your thoughts on the game?
Hey, I just want to say it's ironic. It's ironic that I'm the fraud. I don't know why I'm a fraud, but I can name why Ahmed's a fraud, man. I can actually name why Ahmed's a fraud.
Hey, 12-0 in it, though, Will. 12-0 in it.
Oh. Interesting to say the least.
What are your thoughts on the game, though, Will? Did you get to watch it?
I didn't. I saw updates on. I saw the discourse on the timeline, man. All I'm saying is I heard Xavi coached a great game, so I won't say what people are calling him because I want to get their channel demonetized, but bring it to the bridge, man. Bring him to the bridge. I've seen enough. I need a German or a Spanish manager next, man.
You want Xavi to come to the bridge?
Hey, I need a Spanish manager or a German.
Huh?
One of the two.
He might be
Xavi
better
to the bridge, to the
might be
bridge.
better than Poch.
Xavi to the bridge.
Hey, 20 goals.
Ahmed again, ole ole. Ahmed again. He is a fraud. Ahmed again, ole ole.
Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, boys. Xavi to the bridge, man. I'm telling you, man. Xavi to the bridge.
Yeah, okay, me and Ahmed agree, man. We agree. 20 goals.
Xavi Alonso, he ain't coming to this.
No, Xavi.
Xavi Hernandez. Xavi Hernandez.
Yeah. Barcelona manager.
Hernandez.
He ain't coming to this club either,
Hey,
man.
Chris, listening comprehension, Chris. It's all right, Chris.
Oh my
God.
The irony
Just shut up, man. Just you better not get involved in this. Just shut up, man.
Bro, I am getting
Okay, Fatter.
You're supposed to fight when the bell rings, not stop.
Stick to marsh milk, mate. Stick to marsh milk. Allow it.
You're tired.
Oh my days. I mean, my opinion going into this game now, Barcelona going to be playing at home in the second leg. I think it's Barcelona's to win. I honestly think Mr. Kylian Mbappe has checked out. Mr. Kylian Mbappe is done. You got Luis Enrique in the comments telling this man he's saying this guy's a pussy. It's
subbing him every game, right?
Hey, Marshall, he's gone to Real Madrid, man. He's gone to Real Madrid. He's done. He's focusing on Europe.
He's checked out.
No. Hey, one sec though. I hear what you're trying to say, but for me, I don't give a fuck. I'm sorry.
Exactly.
You can't tell me you going out to a 16-year-old outperforming you in the Champions League before you go to Madrid. Nah, Mr. Kylian Mbappe, bro needs to step up in the second game. I can say, you know what? If you go to Barcelona, fair enough. This PSG side is dog shit anyway, but at least perform before you go out, because it's like the league season is pretty much done. They're pretty much gonna win the league. So Champions League is still there to play. It's only a one goal difference. And if you want to tell me the last game that we will remember you as a PSG player in the Champions League was against a 70-year-old locking you up and a 60-year-old playing better in the offense than you, I'm just saying. Somebody tweeted already, man. If this is the best player in the world, the football is in a sad state right now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, football is in a sad state. I can't lie.
From
All these
CR,
teams...
from CR7 and Messi to Haaland and Mbappe. Jeez Louise, mate. You know what I mean?
I think PSG are going to go through though. I think PSG will come back.
Really?
I don't
Camp
think so,
Nou,
bro.
Camp Nou for the last 2 years in Europe, man. Spooky.
It's not. They're not playing the Camp Nou,
It's
but they're not
the
playing.
Camp Nou, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the little training center.
Oh,
that
even
they
worse.
have.
Even worse then for them.
Actually, no.
Well-
I think it's better for them because I had the debate earlier with Flawless, and I was talking about how on a smaller pitch it would actually benefit Barca a bit more since Mbappe wouldn't have as much space to run into anymore. And I'll be honest, the rest of the PSG, I know Dembele. I think Dembele scored today, but that dude is fucking dog shit. Nobody can convince me of otherwise.
But is there like
Dembele? Someone said this on Twitter about Dembele, and I can't lie to you, they're right, man. Dembele is the same player that he was when he came to Barca 6 years ago. I can't lie to you. That's actually true, bro.
Wait, in what sense? And do you mean like
he hasn't developed as a footballer since?
Yeah, he really hasn't developed as a footballer since he left like BVB to go to Barca, essentially.
So I mean, my prediction for the match, I'm gonna go ahead and say Barcelona probably beat PSG 2-1 at the training grounds that they're gonna play at. But I mean, Will, you got an interesting take with PSG predicted to win.
By the way. I think
So
it'll be close.
what's your prediction, or what do you think is gonna happen in the match? What's your prediction? Go ahead. We'll start us off.
It depends as well. Is there PSG fans there? Is there PSG fans there as well? Because they're very toxic ultras. So I
would imagine.
They were getting racism at them, to be honest, today. So
I don't know. I don't know. There's something about this Barcelona team I just don't like. I don't think they'll get to the final. I'll be honest. I don't think they'll get to the final. I think PSG will just have some individual brilliance, and I think it'll be an average performance by them. And I think Mbappe will finally step up. I mean, he just needs to, even if he's half the player he was in previous Champions League campaigns where PSG bottled it, like against Real Madrid and things like that. Like he can cook this team on his day. So I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping for his sake. Because I'm a Mbappe fan. I'm a massive Mbappe fan. I'll defend this guy for hours, but I'm hoping. It's copium. This is copium right now. Okay.
What is wrong with this guy, man?
I've seen all the slander today. I've seen he's not good in big games. I've seen Rashford comparisons. It's disgraceful.
Ooh.
Nah,
Listen,
man. Really?
Rashford comparisons kind of
Rashford. Nah, man. You know what, man? I hear it, man. I hear it, man. Listen, I hear it, man. I hear it, bro. You know what I mean? I hear it, man. I hear that, man. Yeah, man. Listen, they both got weird.
Yeah.
They both got weird head shapes. You know what I mean? Can't cook when it might. But Mbappe kind
He's going to another man's head shape.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey, big up Christensen, though. Big up Christensen. I'll say that.
Oh,
lovely headed goal from Christian.
If only he could play consistently.
Well, he's been in and out of DM this year, Ahmed. What do you want him to do?
That's no comment, man.
Are you a
Let's
Barca
have it
fan?
right.
Who's a Barca fan in here?
No, I guess nobody.
Oh, shit.
Why would any of us be Barca fans? Actually, none of us. We hate Barcelona. It's the history of the Chelsea.
we got a City fan here. There's all bets are off, right?
Oh yeah, you're right.
Better off.
You're right.
I feel like it's more common
fair
to
point.
find a Barca fan than it is City. You know what I mean? City
That is
fans
very
like
true.
finding.
But a Barca fan that's also a Chelsea fan?
I can't
That's
lie.
not possible.
It'd be
No one's
pretty
doing that.
exciting
That can't be
if Real Madrid
possible.
and Barca in the final. That'd be
If you're a Chelsea fan that's a Barca fan, you do not know the history
No,
of
I
Chelsea.
don't want Barca
You are
to
a
win
false
it,
fan.
I have
But
seen
Barcelona
United fans
lose
turn
the
to
final?
Madrid. I've seen United fans turn to Madrid.
Yeah, but
That's
that's
United
because they're
fans.
all Ronaldo fans, man. They're all Ronaldo fans. So
Yeah.
You got your fanboys.
And they're all frauds. Big up Saka.
Exactly, they're all frauds.
CR something. If you know CR something, you know.
Fatur, we'll go to you, man. What are your predictions on the return leg for Barcelona PSG?
Yeah. That's a interesting take.
All right, so we got a Fatur shot down there. Jez,
You fraud! I tell you, you're a fraud. You're fraud. You fraud, man. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, yo, what did I
Shut
do?
down, my friend.
Knock, man.
Wait a minute. By the way, did he add the thing that I've been doing onto your sample, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah, you needed it.
You're a fraud still.
You needed it.
Thanks, man. Much
Big up.
appreciated, bro. See?
Big up.
Bringing ideas to Casually FC.
Great ideas, man.
Yeah.
Great ideas, Casually F.C. Yeah, Ahmed.
Fetter, what's your prediction for the Barcelona PSG game?
I think it's going to be a draw, I would say. I think it'll be a
Draw. Okay, fair enough. And then Barcelona go on aggregate.
Yeah, go on.
Well, not aggregate, but you know
Well,
what I mean. It's
yeah,
aggregate, but it doesn't count for.
Don't worry, Marsh. I ain't gonna confuse you no more. No away goals, none of this. It's fine.
Shut up. Shut up.
Hey,
no one remembers that reference
that
except
is,
for you,
that
you
is an
fucking
OG
fraud.
reference, man.
That is a real
reference.
OG reference. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, Mbappe had 0 shots.
I don't even remember the previous rule. I don't even remember how I thought it would work.
Ahmed,
That's how
you didn't
long
bring
ago
any
it was.
tactical coach yet, Ahmed, yeah? I heard about that. Is it,
What did you just say?
Read the comments here. I didn't hear Ahmed blending the tactics of the coach. Read the comments here, Ahmed. Come on, man.
I can't lie, man. I've never.
Listen, but the thing is, like, why am I gonna blame? Why am I gonna blame when I know what the situation is? Like, there's no point of blaming Enrique because Mbappe had ample opportunities there. I literally was speaking about the fact he didn't pull the trigger.
But he's quick to blame Tuchel. You know what, Fetter? You know what, Fetter? You're right. You're right. You know what, Fetter? You're absolutely right, Fetter. You know what? When Fetter knows.
Look at him.
Fetter can sniff a fraud from a mile away, man.
Listen, man, Chelsea's different, man. Yeah, Chelsea's different. You know what I mean?
Hey, don't diss on my Chelsea bros, brother. Come on, don't diss on them.
I'm Chelsea.
Look.
What are you talking about? I'm a Chelsea man.
Yeah, but you're Chelsea. I know, but you're quick to slate Tuchel, aren't you?
No, honestly,
Listen,
I'm gonna call out Ahmed. I'm gonna call you out. I'm gonna call you out, Ahmed.
Listen,
You're not a
I'm
Chelsea
gonna tell you
fan.
right now, yeah.
You're a Reds fan. You're a Reds fan. You ain't a Chelsea fan, bro.
Hey, Ahmed is on trial. Ahmed is on trial.
I stand by every comment I've made about
Ahmed is on trial.
So I stand by every comment, every single comment.
Wrong and strong. Wrong and strong. Wrong and strong, man.
Man. I stand by it. I will fight here to the end of the earth, yeah. I will fight to the end of the earth, yeah, when it comes to Osama bin Taliban. Mark my words. You know what I mean? He is a fraud. He's the real fraud. Osama.
A fraud with a Champions League winners medal, man. A fraud with a Champions League winners medal.
Even Taylor has a UCL medal.
Ahmed, you make me want to be a Minerals fan, man. You make me agree with Minerals. You make me agree with Minerals.
Even Taylor has a UCL medal. That's what I'm going to tell you, mate.
Wild. That's wild.
So you know what's wild, man. Picking between Ahmed or Minerals, man. That's how you know.
Curry.
That's how you know it's going down.
I just gotta say,
Curry has joined the cookie on this.
What's up, Will?
I just gotta say, Ahmed, you can hold that. Strasbourg dunked on your team's head. You can hold that, you fraud.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we should get those. Yeah. No. Hold on. I'm not done yet. Ahmed, I'm not done. You had your turn. It's my turn. Okay, I'm the captain now. Okay, let me talk about this. Then during the game, we were all watching together. We were like, "Oh my God, Barcola's so good. We should have got him. He has João Felix syndrome. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Does all the things he needs to do, but no substance.
Rename this to
Hey, don't be dissing João Felix,
substance.
man. Don't be
should
dissing
rename this to
Ren's down at 9th.
Yeah,
Shit.
but
What's the
Damn,
points difference?
and
What's the
didn't-
points difference?
Yeah, go to his points difference.
Hey, yo, don't switch the game.
Wait.
I don't see the points. It's literally so blurry.
Oh, now his camera gets blurry.
Oh, it's
Mm.
your camera's blurry, mate. Camera's blurry.
40 and 30. Oh, so they got 40 points, Rennes, and Strasbourg got 30? Or is it 39, 33? I can't
39,
tell.
I think.
Okay, 933.
39-33. Okay.
Right.
Yeah, but
Six
yeah, this is
points.
relegation fodder. We were relegation fodder, and we're close to the Rennes. We're close to mighty Rennes after being relegation fodder last season. You can hold that, you fraud. Huh? Mr. Oh my God, guys! I told you about Barcola. What did he do this game? Nothing. He's just like João Felix. All the
Guys,
trickery, no substance. He didn't do anything.
Do you know what? Do you know what?
Yes,
Ahmed,
yes,
That's the
Ahmed,
biggest lie ever.
Yes,
That is
yes,
the biggest
yes,
lie ever,
yes,
man.
yes,
Don't do that,
yes,
yes.
yes. And you know what the funny? You know what the funny? And you know what the funny thing is? You know what the funny thing is? This guy's saying, "Oh, like we should have got Barcola." I'm like, doesn't he play center attacking mid and right wing? You mean the same guy who would be in the same position as Cole Palmer?
Nah,
you mean that guy? You mean the guy we
Left
got?
wing. He plays left wing, my friend. The
Or he
reason why I want him is for
barely.
He's a fraud.
he
as
did
well.
for Lyon.
I
He played left. He played
Yes.
left for Lyon.
Yes, but he's been playing right for he's been playing right for PSG. He literally got subbed in the right wing. He
PSG,
wasn't-
big man. I'm not talking about when he was playing at PSG. I'm talking
You
about
mean the current
Awesome.
club he's
Okay,
playing
of
for?
course
You mean
people
the
can
current
move
club
around
he's
him.
playing for?
What
You mean
are
the
you
left
talking
footer
about?
the left footer he's currently playing for? And don't we have someone as good as him in Angelo? Like, I'm sorry, Barcola's bank.
Wait.
Yeah, time out, yeah.
What?
I got
Can
it.
you play multiple positions? Can a player not play multiple positions?
What's going?
I'm so confused.
Yes, but if he has no, I'm sorry. I don't need a whipped cross merchant. I don't need a whipped
Fucking
cross merchant for
minnows,
Nicholas Jackson.
Can Mudrik
I
even
need
do a
someone
whip
to.
cross? Can Mudrik do a whip cross? No. Answer the question right
No,
now.
no. Yeah.
Brock's not even going for Sterling. That's what I'm surprised about.
Listen,
Yeah, exactly.
Can Sterling even do that?
One second. Let me check Barcola's stats for the mighty PSG. Let me check Barcola's stats for the mighty PSG. Listen, let's talk about. Guys. Do you guys want to hear what Barcola, right? Mr. Starboy for
Enlighten me.
Paris Saint-Germain. You want to hear his amazing stats for the season for the mighty Paris Saint-Germain, okay? Let me go to how many minutes he's played. So I don't want to be too fraudulent.
I set
want
you
to
up
see how
on
many
an
minutes
island
he's
here,
played.
Ahmed. I'm sorry. I
Okay,
failed
he
you
has
technically.
played. He has no. Wait. He has played.
Put you in
No. You had your time. No. Let
Why
me
didn't you say anything, bro? Let me speak, bro. Flip it out.
Okay.
You're Curry Pie, you're pressing like McTominay right now, man.
Yeah, man, like, I can't even talk. Like, I don't understand, like,
Pressing like Atletico on. I'm pressing like Atletico on Dortmund today.
So, again, fundamentally, what Cody Parry is saying is wrong because what he can do. No, both our wingers are not doing right now on the left wing, and we can use him. It's really as simple as that at the end of the day. And when we come down to it, I already know how much he's played at PSG. It's not as much because you have Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele, who they paid big bucks for, that are gonna have to start. So, like, it's different. At Chelsea, he
Can I?
wants to start.
Can we? Okay. So can I talk? Can I talk? Can I?
Huh?
No. Can we talk? Can I tell you the stats now? So Barcola has played 1,300 minutes and has about 5 assists and 2 goals in about almost 1,400 minutes actually. Mikhailo Mudryk, the bum, guys, he's the bum. Remember, in 300 less minutes, has 4 goals and 2 assists in the harder Premier League, and we're shit. And he's playing for PSG. He has the same. They have the same GNA. They have the same GNA, and Mudryk has 300 less minutes. And we're shitty Chelsea at 10th, right, guys?
Let's add some key context.
Yeah. Not like there's Kylian Mbappe, Dembele. No.
Yes,
Real quick, before you add context, real quick, before you add context, we have people trying to come in. So, AK, it was lovely having you, my friend. Be sure to come back to the show. I'm gonna rotate you out. If there's room later on, well, you're more than welcome to come back. But for now, thank you for coming on, brother. And let's rotate some people out. Appreciate you, my friend.
Cheers, brother. Cheers.
See you later, man.
All right, cool. You were gonna say some counterpoints or context that you wanted to add, Ahmed? I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me the context, man. Give me the context on the best team in the league. Yeah.
He's been playing. He doesn't play as much for PSG as I said previously, and he currently, in my opinion, with his current skill set, is much better than Mudryk and Sterling. And I believe if you give him the regular starting minutes for us at Chelsea, he'll be doing better than both of them. Simple as that.
So I just want to play once again. What team does he play for in France again? What team?
Why? What's going on here?
No. You know why? Because because we keep on saying how Mudryk is a bum, right? And he plays for a bummy coach, right? And PSG, it's Luis Enrique with Kylian Mbappe and Ousmane Dembele. While we have a great Cole Palmer, but we have Nicholas Jackson, right? So how come they're on very similar GNA? And Mudryk has 300 less minutes than Barcola, 300 less minutes than Barcola, and we're 10th and PSG are first.
Wait. One thing, let's just get this straight, yeah? He's at PSG. The team's always going to be first in the league. What are we doing now? I'm so confused. Like you have Dembele and you have Mbappe. Why are you gonna start this guy consistently when you have two guys there?
I'm not saying. I'm not starting. I'm not saying.
No, for me, the comment you're making is extremely illogical because he's not going to be a starter.
You know how it's logical. No, can I tell you how it's logical? 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 Look, you know how it's logical? Because I just said he still has played 300 more minutes in his league than Mudryk has, and he has one more GNA than Mudryk, and Mudryk is a bum. Right, guys? Mudryk is a bum. Barcola is a great shiny light and has played 300 more minutes. And a superior manager. Superior manager in Enrique, right? Compared to Poch. Enrique's way better than the bum.
Hey, Marshall, can I stop this real quick?
The reason why
Mudryk...
Can I intercept real quick?
Intercept?
Yeah, bro, like, one second. Yo, Curry Party, real quick. How many minutes has Barcola played this season?
He has played I'm just saying if you want the league or in total.
Just league this season, to be honest. But now I've just seen it now anyway.
He has played 1,381 minutes in the league.
And Mudryk has played how many minutes, sorry?
Mudryk has played 1,000 minutes, 1,077 minutes.
Yeah, so I'm just looking, obviously, myself, because obviously you guys are literally debating it. I think it's a mid-off anyway. But
thank you. I know it's a mid-off, but this guy makes it sound like Barcola's the next going up.
Looking at like to Ahmed's defense, I do think because I went actually back for this season when he was actually having a full season for Lyon. His numbers are actually much better for the season before he went to PSG this season. And I think it plays a part in terms of system and also in terms of usage. Me personally, I don't know why you guys even having the debate to begin with because I think both of them are mid as well.
Huh? What's the talk about?
I'm saying they're mid. I know they're mid. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, this is the thing. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
no, because Ahmed was saying he's a star boy. Because Ahmed's like, oh my god, guys, it's Barcola, the star boy. We should have caught him in Chelsea. I'm like, they're both mid. They're both mid.
You know what Ahmed is, bro?
What's the convo about?
But that's my opinion. So
what's the convo?
No, I don't know why you guys going back and forth. Like, see, I would get it if you guys talking about actual good players. Like,
just listen. Listen.
Like, can we keep it actually Champions League? Like,
I'm just listening to nonsense. I want to know what the actual convo is about.
No, this is what I'm trying to say. This will have gone on for another 20 minutes if I don't go actually trying to.
That's what I'm asking. What's the convo about?
Oh, I don't know how it started. CP joined. He's saying Bedrick Barcola shit, and I wasn't having it, bro. So whatever, man. It's like people. Yeah, both of us.
I don't care how it started. What's it about?
I don't know.
I was just going to say when you guys.
I brought it on about, but I'll tell you. It's basically CP's trying to pull out on trying to call out Ahmed's fraudulent agenda that he wants Barcola instead of Mudryk, and CP's argument is basically that Mudryk's stats are pretty much the same, 300 minutes less played than Barcola.
So sorry, Prime. You know how you were watching with us on Discord. I think you would defend us. But when Barcola came on, he's like, "Yeah, man, this is why we should have got him in Chelsea, man." I was telling man, I'm watching Barcola, and I'm like, "Oh, he's just dribbling all over the place and no end product. He's bang average, and it reminds me of João Felix."
But I had you guys muted, so I didn't hear anything you guys were talking about.
No, that's fine. So I'm explaining to you what happened. Was like I'm saying he looks like João Felix to me. He feels like no end product and a great dribble. You know João Felix for Chelsea. That João Felix.
I don't even know how he started to begin with, but
in terms of Barcola, like
it's crazy.
I mean, he's a good talent, but like unless we get the right coach or proper coach, any young player that we're now bringing in is just going to die.
Yeah, so, but he's playing for Enrique though. He's playing for Enrique. That's a better coach.
Am I wrong, right?
Rest in peace. Any young player coming to Chelsea.
Marshall, that is harsh, but like, am I wrong? Enzo looks like one.
I mean, it's not harsh. Right? It's not harsh telling the truth.
Rest in peace. Any young future coming to Chelsea.
Listen,
Chelsea is where the young come to fall, to die. Chelsea is where the young come to fall. Holla.
Hey, the young where they become old.
Crazy, bro. Crazy. Listen, Jez, the biggest fraud here. Go ahead, Prime. Go ahead.
Ahmed, I doubt you want Barcola. I don't know why you're arguing with him.
whoa, chill out.
I was gonna
Chill out.
say.
Everyone can.
I was gonna say the biggest fraud here is Jez, because you actually defended Ahmed. You literally said in Ahmed's defense. You said in Ahmed's defense.
Yeah, because bro, because I actually went.
You never defend Ahmed. Sacrilege. I should kick you off the stream for that.
90% of the time he's a fraud, but this time I actually went
90% is a 10%.
All
right.
You know what, 10% here.
Ahmed, you know his law, bro.
It's already, bro. Like, it's not easy for a young player necessarily to go onto an Enrique team and fucking actually perform in the first season. And I
Didn't
said,
Gabi do it?
And I remember when Bacola was bought.
Didn't Pedri do it?
I remember. Sorry, what did you say?
Didn't Gabi and Pedri do that?
They didn't play under Enrique.
They didn't play under Enrique.
They were
they
all
did.
No, and it's that was coming when Enrique left in 2017. 2017.
Are we really gonna? Are we gonna put Bacola in the same bracket?
Ahmed has not watched Barcola. No, you're having a stupid argument with Ahmed. Stop this, Kirby. Kirby, you're better.
No, the whole reason why I even said that is because to stop the whole debate to begin with. Because Jesus,
Yeah, I know, but
why we having
Kirby, you're better than this, bro. You're better than this.
Prime. I brought this because someone was asking if Ahmed's a Chelsea fan, and then Marshall's like, no, he's a Rennes fan. So I just came to dunk on his head about saying Strasbourg beat Rennes, and then I went calling him his bullshit out.
This is like when Prime told me a Crystal Palace fan. Because
I'm not
No, but Ahmed, I swear to God, sometimes you watch like the first half of the Chelsea games and then you switch on
You
to
moved
the
to
Rennes
Rennes. I've seen it.
game.
I've been there. I was there.
I swear you've done that.
You did it?
Bro, I'm not sticking around to Chelsea, bro. I'm not sticking around to
He doesn't deny it.
No, I'm so sorry, bro. You're making me watch shit, man.
Ask him. Name
He's not forcing you to watch it, so you can just leave.
That's
That's
too
what I
funny.
said to him. That's why I
leave.
think
Leave.
No. He understands what I mean. That's because he was like to me.
Hey, Ahmed,
Yes, and
what's
that's
the
what I'm
score
telling
in the
you.
last Rennes game?
I think we lost 1-0, isn't it? Against Monaco.
Hey,
I can't lie, man. You're gonna make me defend Ahmed, man.
I'm just glad this.
Well, don't pull up Jez. There's a reason why Jez is a Spurs fan. We don't.
Also, before you move on, Ahmed.
I'm not having the most sense right now. I don't know
Before you move on,
debate.
Ahmed.
Bro, I don't.
Ahmed.
Hey, Fatou, you were the last person I want to hear. Fatou, you were the last person I want to hear from.
Anyway, before we move on, Ahmed, don't you dare speak on my nation, Afghan, you dirty Somali. Qualify for the tournament. You're a home person. I'll take slander from Jez.
Bomb dropped on
I'll take slander from Jez. That's cool. Jez can say whatever he wants. Curry P, South African, he can say whatever he wants. I don't want to hear it from you. You're at home eating rice. Don't talk about Africa.
Oh, that's crazy, man.
Oh, that's a bomb, dog.
Oh my days! All right.
I remember that. I heard that.
After that, let's transition over to the last game I wanted to discuss, which was Atletico versus Dortmund.
I'm gonna dip in.
Yeah, you go first, Jez.
Oh, yeah,
Because
Jez,
I'm not gonna
okay.
lie, Atletico-Madrid looked really convincing this one. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, because I actually was focused more on that game actually than the Barca PSG one. Because obviously, I have connections with the Dortmund thing, so obviously committed to that. Bro, the first
Trying to say
half an hour.
Spurs fan.
Bro, it's the same shit with the Ahmeds and Rennes thing. So, but just the fact that I'm actually from Germany.
Yeah, he's from Germany.
Ahmed
from France, right?
I actually don't know Ahmed's. I actually don't know Ahmed's connecting with the Rennes thing, but whatever. But anyways,
Yeah, man, he has a little cottage there. He has a cottage in Rennes area, right?
Now we're talking about the Atletico-Dortmund game though, because I do have to leave. I do have to take a tip though. The first 30 to 40 minutes, I thought Atleti was just in terms. I don't think they were necessarily extremely dominant, but more of the fact that they just knew what they had to do, which is obviously just press. very up the pitch, stay organized. Don't let Dortmund really trying to get into the game, and just keep them in their own half the whole time. And I mean, you saw the first goal. I don't know. First, Kobel is giving Madsen a hospital ball to me, and then Madsen gives a hospital ball to the other DM. So there's two guys fucking up at the back, and then Rodrigo the ball gets an easy ball to tap it into the back of the net. I think Madsen should have done a bit better there in terms of just, instead of passing the ball, you should have just spin the defender who was on him, and he could have just carried the ball forward, and anchors of space would have been there. Second goal from a throw-in, I don't know, Dumb and Dumber walk into each other trying to clear the ball. Then it goes into an Atleti player. They go on a break. The whole back line is just disorganized. I don't know where everybody is. And Atletico was able to make it 2-0 with Samuel Lino, which is ironic because I literally said on a stream that I was when I was watching the game, I said because Samuel Lino is actually going to be suspended for the next game, and I said that's good that he's going to be suspended because I think he's a good player. And then 2 minutes later, the guy scores the second goal. But after the second goal, you can see Dortmund starting to come into the game. Mm-hmm. But halftime comes. Second half starts a bit slow again. I think Atleti was looking really good. But then I think that what made the difference for me was the substitution. Obviously, shout out to Jamie Byron Gittins. I think he's one of them very underrated English younger wingers out there who really impacted the game. Haller came on, scored a really good goal. And I think even Julian Brandt at the end, he could have made it 2-2. So despite even the horrible mistakes in the first half,
was that Julian Brandt that hit the crossbar, by the way?
Yeah, it was Brandt. It was Brandt.
Oh, it was Brandt. Okay.
Yeah, first I thought it was Haller, but then it was Brandt, which is weird. One is light skin and the other one is white, but whatever. But now, considering what I was predicting going into this game, is saying that I said if Dortmund were to lose the game, just keep it by a 1-goal difference, because I feel like 2 goals, I think it would be too much at the Westfalen Stadion. If it would have been 3-0, it would have been completely over, me personally. So the fact that everybody was able to pull together and keep the tie close, I think Dortmund could do something in the second leg personally. Do I think they're going to win the leg? Not necessarily, because I do think that you can't underestimate these Atleti guys, especially with Griezmann as well. I think he played well today. I think Rodrigo de Paul played well today. I think Llorente was decent. The backline was sort of sturdy until later on to the game. But I think it's obviously Atleti will be happy and Dortmund will be disappointed considering the chances that they had at the end. But I think Dortmund should be happy with the fact that it's only a 2-1, me personally. And
really,
you should, I really do believe that, because I think if there would have been 2-0, I think it would have been over personally. Obviously, so yeah, man. Second leg next week. I'm just gonna be this is gonna be a more hopeful prediction rather than actually thinking this is gonna happen. But I think Dortmund could win 2-0 next week.
Wow. Okay, so your prediction is 2-0?
Yeah, because Atleti's record at home is unbelievable under Simeone. I don't think he has ever lost a game at home, but his away record is not as fantastic as the home one. So it's possible. It's possible, but then everybody needs to be on the toes for that game. But
so if do you think if Dortmund win 2-0 in the next leg, you think that's an upset?
I think it's an upset because I actually favored Atleti more in this whole leg to begin with. For all those two, because I think Atleti is just a stronger team with the better manager. But if they were to able to do it, I would say it's an upset in my opinion.
Okay.
So yeah, man, I'm a dip. Yeah, you guys have a good stream.
Jez, real quick before you dip.
Yeah, go on.
Just real quick before you dip, who do you think is going to win the whole thing? I said a slight prediction. I think City do the treble. I think they win the Champions League again. Wow. Okay.
Anyways,
Jess, thanks for coming on, man. We'll talk to you soon. Well, now that you guys know what the final question of the show is going to be, just keep that in the back of your head. But let's continue talking about this Dortmund game and the Athletic game. I mean, Ahmed, I'll let you take the mantle on this one for a little bit because I got to go tend to something. But what do you think? What do you think about today's game, and also what do you think is going to happen in the return leg as well?
I honestly think shout out to Azpilicueta. You know what I mean? Leading the back line, doing his job. You know, I want to give him obviously major props. Big up to Captain Aspi. If you know, you know. But in general, obviously, I think Atletico created a bunch of were able to create chances, but they were obviously able to pounce off chances that were created for them by mistakes by BVB. Now, whether or not they will do that again in the next leg at the Sigma Iduna Arena, I don't know. But I think, you know, I feel like I edge Atletico personally for me over BVB. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know about the rest of the panel here, but listen, man, I believe I have a feeling that Atletico are gonna make it to the final this year, but I don't think they're gonna win it though. So
The final.
I think they're gonna make it to the final. That's my hot
I
take.
can hear you on the beating Bush-Storming, because Bush-Storming ain't that special. Where they're like 4th, 5th in their league, they're not doing that well.
Big up. Even Mubarak to everyone.
I'll be real, Chris. It's not actually that hard in their bracket though. They've literally got Barcelona or PSG if they win.
Yeah, that's the easy side.
I get that this is like kind of the dumb side of like, you know, the Champions League, but like, but I don't know, like Barcelona, we seen, haven't they gone to head this season? They just slapped, like, I know it's different in the
Yes, they
Champions
beat
League.
them 3 times. They beat them 3 different times.
Like that's what I mean. Like all I've seen
They
is
beat them
like,
every time. They beat them 3-0 recently.
Atletico, it could be different, of course. Like they have 2 legs and all that, and you know Simeone sets up right, of course. But like, I think it's just Barcelona in that final. Like if they can get past PSG, of course, like it's just Barcelona. Like I'd be very surprised to see Atletico in the final.
To be fair, to kind of back up Chris's point, Atletico are usually Barca's bitch, innit? So
yeah. But yeah, like I didn't watch that game. I don't know. You watched both games or something? I don't know how you guys watched both games.
Well,
I watched
you know,
another one.
Chris, man, we got.
Chris, you were busy playing wrestling games, bro.
Later on, yeah.
Both the games were on at the same time.
No. Me and Ahmed, after
Marshall?
like 80 minutes or so, like we just jumped off. Yeah.
I just want to say personally, Chris can hold that. You know what I mean? I even the score.
Excuse me.
You know what I mean? Listen, Randy Orton. You know what I mean? I hear voices in my head.
Look what you done.
Wait, Ahmed, you beat him? You beat him?
I wasn't concentrating. Yeah. I was literally.
Excuses.
I literally didn't know why I got eliminated.
Excuses, FC. You can hold that, Chris.
Ahmed is a fraud, man.
I was talking like getting eliminated. I didn't realize I got eliminated.
Like a man.
Bro, you lost to Ahmed, bro. That's the biggest L you could ever take one.
I don't know, man. I could lose to you. That'd be even worse.
What is that laugh? That was an evil laugh.
You already shit our game. Don't make me beat you twice, man.
That was fun.
Right, you never beat me once on FIFA.
Fucking elite club, bro.
When have you beat me on FIFA? The record will
What am
show
I
it.
adding to my soundboard? I don't even know what
That's
I am.
0.
I'll beat you in the FIFA, man. Wallahi, fam.
He's not talking about me. Everyone knows that.
Every time he talks, it's Ahmed, man.
I can't lie, Ahmed.
He's Ahmed, man. That's why he's a fraud, man.
Ahmed is shit at FIFA, man. I was drunk. I was borderline collapsing. I beat 6.
I have humiliated. I have beaten Will. I have beaten Chris.
When's the last time you beat me, Ahmed? When's the last time you beat me? When I was by Munich?
No. Listen. You can keep saying when the last time I beat you. I beat you 1 month ago, big man. So it's still the
A month ago, is that it?
Yes. Same with you, Will. I beat you a month ago too. So like,
you beat me with France. That don't count. You beat me with France.
This is like the trash talking stream now.
Listen, again, man.
It really is.
These man here cannot take the L
Ahmed,
like a man.
Okay, all I'm saying is that.
Oh dear, man.
I don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, man.
Weird.
Winning with wait a second. Winning with France on FIFA is like beating a bunch of Make-A-Wish kids and claiming it as a win on your record, man. It doesn't.
I don't care.
Are you calling yourself a Make-A-Wish kid, really?
Hassan, I beat you 7-0.
Win's a win. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my days.
Hey, listen, you know how it is. Well, you gotta make the Make-A-Wish kids stay.
So you're
on
saying you
the
lost to a
EBE.
Make-A-Wish kid 7-0? Is that what you're
Yeah,
saying?
no, I don't mind it. You gotta let them win on their last day. You know how it is.
Jesus Christ. That literally my Discord has become special ed at this point. This is
It's
insane.
Ahmed's fault, man. It's always Ahmed's fault.
I just have a bunch of special ed kids
You did start
playing
trash talking,
FIFA
man.
and beating and trash talking each other.
You know what's
Hey,
crazy?
listen, people.
You know what's crazy?
Mental health, okay? Donate to mental health.
I saw Faton was losing 8-0, yeah, as Real Madrid at one point. So hey, you can't talk.
Wait, now
man.
Fatu's getting dragged.
Hey, I mean 8-0. What about you? 12-0, yeah? Okay.
Hey, at least I was on ultimate. At least I was facing someone on the highest level of difficulty.
Oh,
my God! You know what I mean? And I still took the L.
Listen,
I'm
you're
a-
the head. You're the head.
In Fator's defense, he was playing against Real Madrid. Fator was Chelsea.
Yeah, because who I was playing against when it was 12-0?
Chelsea, bro. I was playing Chelsea.
Look,
what
you
you
both
about?
shit. Let's move on, man.
You know what, man? Let's move on, yeah, because these
What
guys,
happens
man,
when I leave for a few seconds?
listen, these
I
guys
don't
can't
know how
take
it
L's,
happened.
man. You know what I mean? Listen, I will hold
Anyway,
my L.
Ladies and gents, we'll have a FIFA tournament in the summer to determine who is the best FIFA casually FIFA player.
Listen,
Marshall,
Marshall, do not
can we
leave,
go-
man. Turn into a Call of Duty lobby, man. Do not leave.
Can we go back to Arsenal and talk about the shamelessness from Arsenal fans trying to play the race card for Saka playing poorly? I'm seeing big accounts on Twitter, Arsenal on Twitter, talking about we can't. Let me finish. Well,
Smash up the like buttons, ladies and gents. By the way, if you're here, if you're not entertained,
trying to talk about how all the hate towards Saka or whatever is vile. He's not the only player to have dove in the game before. Yada yada yada. Why is he getting abuse? It's trying to play the race card and stuff like that. When I'm like, he's getting like banter or slander or whatever, just like every player would. Like, is it racism when Caicedo was getting abuse this season? Is it racism when it's Rashford? Is it racism when it's Mbappe? He just dropped a stinker today or tonight. Why is it when it's Saka, Arsenal fans find every excuse in the book to defend
well,
him?
again, it's because they rate him so highly. They consider him world class, and I'm not there yet with Saka. I'm not there yet with Foden, to be honest.
And the thing is, if you rate him highly, that's fine. But like, if you put a player on a level, they're going to be scrutinized. Chelsea fans are starting to see it now with Palmer because people are rating him too highly. Now, when he has an underperforming game, he will get scrutinized. But like, don't play the race card. It's not fair. What? I mean, I'm black, so that means, so what? Am I racist because I say Saka had a bad game? Like, what we
Yes,
did?
you're racist. Yes, you're racist.
I mean,
want you to
I'm
know.
racist. But that's for a different reason. That's a different reason.
Huh?
Anyway.
What the fuck was that, man? What kind of arsehole is that, bro? Nah, that's insane.
He's got the Chelsea headhunter logo.
But in all honesty, though, Prime,
I'm not
like, I feel
saying
like
it's
this
hard.
conversation does pop up all the time when it comes to Saka. Like, it is like one of those figures in football that is constantly surrounded by that controversy.
You know what it is, though, Marshall? I think that the thing with with big up with Saka, sadly, that moment in the World Cup, the Euros, I should say.
The Euros, yeah, I was just going to say the penalty. Yeah.
Like
That
that
was a
thing is always
catalyst.
and the stuff that happened to him afterwards, which was, of course, 100% not right?
Of
That
course.
shit was always gonna be like over him, right? Sadly, whether we want to admit or not, even the way they criticize him is gonna be very similar. It's very much the same. It's the same with, I would even argue to an extent, even with Rashford. You look at Rashford. Yes, there's the Man United
No,
to it.
it's not.
Same time,
No.
I would not. I would not
Because
disagree, bro.
no, Saka does not get racial abuse anymore. He does not. The only time he got it was for the England thing.
No. But you're not getting my point, Prime. I'm saying that event that happened to him has meant that the way that they look after Saka is a lot more than, you know, maybe your average player. Does that make sense? I'm not saying
No, but it's only, but I'm not talking about England doing it. I'm talking about Arsenal fans that do it. I'm only starting to see it now, by the way, saying like, I'm seeing really big accounts talking about like people who are popular in the Arsenal space talking about like, it's vile the treatment that he's getting from rivals or etc. Like basically comparing it that it's racism, and I'm like, that's not fair. You can't criticize players because they're black or from a different skin tone. That's
when it comes to the
racism. Being allowed to criticize Saka is racism. Treating him differently because he's black is racism.
But again, but everything you're saying, bro, yeah, it kind of does come back to what I've been saying. What happened to him with the racial abuse is because they feel like any abuse that happens to him is essentially racial because of that.
That was 4 years ago. That's 4 years ago.
Again, bro, that may be true, but whenever they think about any abuse to him, that's what it's.
But he hasn't. The first instinct of the Arsenal fans is to go defensive.
Exactly. Yeah, but no. You guys don't get my point. This is the first time, at least that I'm seeing, people now trying to bring in, if you criticize Saka, you're racist. So comparing it to what happened in the Euros 4 years ago doesn't make sense.
They are the same people that do immigration jokes.
The thing is, those people are digging so deep as well. I'm seeing clips from 15-16 of Vardy apparently diving and stuff like that. Oh, he's allowed to leave a leg out, but Saka isn't. I mean, first of all, the clip I saw of Vardy was less egregious.
I'm not talking about like faceless Twitter bot accounts. I'm talking about big people, big content creators, big Twitter accounts in the Arsenal space doing this. That's why it's a problem.
But listen, Prime, you know as well as I do, eventually, if he continues, or if he does get worse, for example, or if he starts, unpeaking as he's currently, that won't hold up. Does that make sense? That won't hold up eventually. So.
Yeah, I know, but I'm still going to point it out because it's not fair.
Of course, it's not fair, bro. But it's just the reality,
Yeah,
we can't think that.
I mean, I want to bring it back to.
Sorry, my bad. Sorry.
You're fine. Let's bring it back to the game. It's okay. Let's bring it back to the game because I do want to get to a final prediction afterwards. But Ahmed, what was your prediction for the Atletico? Was that where we on? We were on Atletico and
yes,
Dortmund?
we are currently on the Atletico Borussia.
What was your prediction for the return leg?
So again, I believe it's going to be Atletico 1 and Borussia Dortmund 0. And
so Atletico going to continue.
Another Ian Matson mistake for you, Marshall, just for you and your fake agenda. You know what I mean? Yeah, you little fraud.
Huh?
You know what I mean?
I wasn't the one glazing over Matson in the Discord.
You know what I mean? Listen, man.
I'm not the one that gets mad about Matson every time he gets brought up. You get just triggered.
Bro, I'm not fazed by a Matson mistake, bro. I saw Chilwell get red carded in the Bernabeu last season, so that's the one that really got me annoyed.
Wait. Chilwell got sent off at the Bernabeu.
Yeah.
Do you remember last year?
Return leg, bro.
I'll be so real. I don't remember last season.
Yo, he's the repression is he's got those memories deeply repressed, you know.
Sent off at the Bernabeu when?
I don't recall.
Yes, when we played Real Madrid in the quarterfinal last year under Lampard.
I don't remember this.
Yeah, I don't remember this either, to be honest.
He only remembers
Reece
James stinkers, man. That's all he remembers.
I can't remember who played the ball, but Rodrigo got in behind and Chilwell just pulled him down.
Oh yeah, I remember. It's when
Hassan, Reece James slander, man. Anyway, I don't remember Chilwell getting sent off.
No, he did it when he was through on goal. Remember? He was through on goal and he.
Can we speak on this, by the way? Fine. What happened to the Reece James slander? I used to love the Reece James slander. I used to hit when abuse Reece. You know what I mean? What's going on, bro?
Okay. Let me. Marshall basically doesn't like it being the stream being
I just don't want to make the stream about Reece James. It seems to be
It's
a
not-
very recurring.
It's not about him, man. Come on.
I've called it out.
Marshall, it's a necessary discussion because I'm hearing him. Let's not talk about Reece James. I'm like, what? What, Brian? Say I don't want to talk about Reece James.
We talked about Reece James last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you honestly
Marshall
sleep
said his
like
dreams
thinking of
are
Reece
for
James
you.
or something, man? Do you like sleep another pillow like next to your
Huh?
Reece James face? I don't understand. Like there's
He has an
there's
AI photo
Hey,
of Reece
yo.
James in the hospital bed, man. That's why he's
Hey,
got
yo.
that AI photo.
You know, I personally believe it's a valid question to ask because, you know,
why?
I'm surprised he doesn't want to cuss out Reece. Like, I'm surprised he's, you know, I'm not good that of prime. You know what I mean?
Can I answer? Can I answer?
No.
So I'm not allowed to answer. That's fine.
No, you're allowed to answer it, man. You're allowed to answer it, man.
Yeah. If we pull back the layer, Marshall doesn't like his streams being derailed talking about Reece James. So we'll stop talking about Reece James.
No, he can hold it today. I'm here, man. You know what I mean? As the you know deputy production manager.
Well, to be fair,
Deputy production manager.
I can
What is this, Epstein's Island? Like, what are we doing here, bro?
Hey, yo.
Let's not.
Hey,
I can't lie. Ahmed needs to be humble, man. Somebody needs to humble Ahmed. He's been talking too much lately. I'll be real with you. But go on, Brad. What do you want to say?
Marshall is the director.
Wallahi.
I'm the
Patel, you gotta smoke him on FIFA, man.
Hey, Ahmed ain't the assistant director, man. He's the assistant to the director, man. He's the assistant to the director.
All right.
What do you mean by that?
Also, Ahmed.
He's the one that gets them the coffee.
Sexual joke?
Also, Ahmed. Sometimes you need to save the jokes a little bit. Don't worry. When Reece James, when he comes back, and the surgery doesn't work, I've got things planned. It's good.
Oh my. Wow, we cannot wait for sure.
All right.
Chris cannot wait for sure. Chris can't wait for sure.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you. You didn't bite. I don't know why you're dying, but
By the way, Marshall, this is not my fault. I didn't mention him. It's not my fault, Marshall. So don't blame me.
No, it's not part
Yeah, it blames Ahmed. It's always
I know
Ahmed.
what Ahmed
It's
is
always
doing.
Ahmed.
Yeah, it's Ahmed, man. This one was Ahmed.
Actually, it was Tassam's fault for mentioning Reece James. Okay.
Chris of the real ones. Your prediction for actually your thoughts on the you didn't watch it, so
I didn't watch the game, but
what is your prediction for the return leg?
I think it's gonna be a dead game, 0-0.
You know what game I'm talking about?
Let's go, right? Yeah.
Against?
So, yeah. Against Dortmund.
Okay. Oh, we're at that. Damn, Chris, look at that.
Felt like it'd be
Proud of you, Chris. You come a long way, Chris. You come a long way.
I'm coming a long way dying right now, but
All right. Well, you can die.
Yeah.
Giving me your prediction for the next game.
like I said, it's gonna be a 0-0 dead game. I can see it being 0-0. Atletico go like play some terrorist sport or something. Like Simeone is gonna sit back and just accept the beating but not concede.
Ahmed's just cracking himself up. Ahmed's lost it, bro.
What the hell?
Oliver.
Ahmed definitely got someone in this restaurant, isn't it? Like, he's definitely got.
Oliver, what is your prediction for? Well, your thoughts on the Atletico Dortmund game, if you did watch it, and what's your prediction for the next result?
No, I was more watching the
Barca?
the other game, the PSG Barca game.
Fair enough.
I mean, from what I saw, I mean, listen, but Borussia Dortmund are just bottle jobs in Europe. That's a pretty historic thing. The goals they conceded were comical today, and it just sums them up really. So, and going back to they're going to Atletico, are they now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, you know the gig with
no,
them.
actually, no. They're going to.
Oh, they're going to Dortmund.
Yeah, they're going to Dortmund.
Okay, that complicates things actually. So
Oliver, which game did Chilwell get sent off in?
In the away game?
Which was the
Real Madrid.
2-2.
Yeah, Real Madrid last year.
It was what was it? I think it was 2-0.
Yeah, 2-0.
Yeah, we lost 2-0. Yeah.
You got sent off.
Yeah, he was sent off. Yeah.
Did he lose 2-0 in both games?
Yeah, but in the away game he got sent off.
We lost 2-0 in both games.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we were
Where was I?
I don't know, man.
You were probably tuned out. You did, Prime. You were probably tuned out. You did the wise thing, bro. Like that was Lampard ball. Really?
You might have been sleeping for both of them, man.
No, he's zoned out. Lampard ball, man.
He says,
Gordon fought for him to move
Hold
on.
on.
Right, it was fat Frank ball last minute.
Wait, did Reece James play this game?
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
You gotta jog his memory with Reece James, man.
Because, you know what I mean? A beast.
you didn't watch.
You know what? Yeah, Brian forgot. Yeah, that Vinicius did a picture of him cooking Reece James. Remember that in the first leg?
Bro, is Reece James getting cooked, man?
No, that's.
Ahmed, I remember the first leg. Reece James, I remember that first leg.
Do you remember the Instagram post? Do you remember the Vinicius Instagram post?
I do remember actually. I think I do remember that one.
Chris was in tears, man. You know what I mean? Chris was in tears.
Well,
man.
I was in tears how shit we was, not because we
You
came
like-
with a picture of,
My
like,
boy Reece got cooked.
we got cooked.
Hey,
Oh,
Chris was-
shiver me timbers.
We had Lampard ball. Of course, we was gonna get cooked
Bro,
by
we
Bamford.
had Gallagher and Kante on the wings. That's more to cry about than Reece James.
No,
Hey,
Remember
Reece-
Kante scored a goal.
Listen.
That's right,
Oliver,
Kante scored a goal.
You know
No,
what
he
it is,
didn't.
Oliver? No, he didn't. You know what it is, Oliver? For us, yeah, that's
What's up?
more
What game was
painful,
that
right?
then?
Like the Gallagher Kante on the wing, obviously it's gonna hurt us, right?
Yeah,
The thing is, yeah, for Chris, the thing that hurt the most was watching Vinicius violate Reece James, innit? You know what I mean?
Hey,
It's a hundred.
he's a top winger, man. You know, when we have a shit
Prime is
system
pulling
and
that clip
Frank
right now,
Lampard's
man.
in
You can
charge,
tell.
of course it's gonna happen. Also,
fair, man.
remember when Reece James locked Vinicius out, you know?
Yeah, he did. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
in the pub,
yeah,
like,
no,
remember
no,
that?
he did, bro. He did. Listen, but that was before the.
You know, they're both great players, man. You know, sometimes he plays well, sometimes.
Hasn't Reece only been cooked
Vinicius
like
plays
3 times in his career? Like, what are we
He's
talking
like he
about?
barely gets cooked.
The
man.
fact that we
Let's stop
can,
this
the
shameless,
fact,
like,
the fact that we,
Oh,
the fact that we
I
I am
remember.
both because it was Vinicius, man.
Was that the game where we had a chance early on with Jeff
Yeah.
Hughes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm watching it now.
What are you doing to yourself, man?
Why?
You're really doing this to yourself, bro. The
remember.
dedication to this guy's Reece James thing is actually mad.
No. It's not. No, it's not Reece James. It's Chilwell. It's Chilwell I'm looking at.
Okay,
He got
yeah,
sent
yeah,
out, not meaningless.
yeah. You'll see it in a
I can
minute.
see
Yeah.
Marshall just wants to end himself right there. Like, you don't want to hear this.
No,
Well-
I swear to God, N'Golo Kante scored a goal
No.
in one of these games, and I think it was under
Look at this
Lampard.
guy, man. It got an N'Golo Kante
No.
on my left, man. Crazy.
I swear
Marshall
he
had a
did.
chance in the home leg, I think, and then everyone was like, "Why is Kante so far forward?" I think that might have been.
Oh, is that what I'm thinking about?
Yeah, I think so.
I can't remember what Kante's last goal was. I think it was under Tuchel.
Was it against Leicester, Oliver? Or
I think it was against. It might have been the Leicester one. It was either Leicester. I remember the one at Spurs when it deflected.
the Leicester game was after that, so.
I was, yeah.
1-0 conceded. Wesley Fofana, I see your mistake.
It's good you're catching up on that game, man.
Oh my God.
Wait. So bringing it back. Oliver,
So-
what was your prediction for the match?
So they're at Dortmund, right?
Yeah, they're at Dortmund.
Regardless, again, Dortmund are bottle jobs, so Atletico will just they'll just get a 1-0, just simple as. I don't think it's listen. It's an away atmosphere, but they'll handle it. You know, they got Simeone, and I back him to it.
All right, Fetter,
Yes, sir.
what are your thoughts on the? Did you watch the Atletico-Dortmund game, and your thoughts on that, and what your prediction's going to be?
Yeah. Initially, I didn't thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be a boring game, but I just think that the lapse of concentration by Maatsen kind of cost them the game a little bit. Like, fair play to Dortmund getting one back, but I think it's going to be a different game in Dortmund. I would say. I think it's going to be, again, another game that's going to go extra time as well, man. I think it's going to be decided on penalties. I just think that the Dortmund crowd will play that 12th man on the pitch.
Okay. And you think Dortmund advances then?
I say Atletico is going to advance.
Oh, okay, Atletico advances. Okay, fair enough. Will, what were your thoughts on the game? And if you watched the game,
I did not watch the game, sadly.
Okay, what do you think is what were your thoughts on the game overall, and what's your prediction?
I mean, I can't really go off the limited games that I've watched of both teams this year for my prediction. I think Dortmund are going to win in 90 minutes, but I think in extra time, I think Atletico will score late or something, and I think it'll be a 1-1 after extra time with Atletico going through. I don't think it'll be high scoring, but I don't think it will be 0-0. I think both teams are quite pragmatic. I think it will be a very cagey game, though. I think it'll be a very cagey game.
Okay. Who advances? Atletico, you said, right?
Atletico after extra time, yeah.
Okay. Prime, your thoughts on the game if you watched it, and prediction. Atletico, Dortmund.
I thought it was a good game. Good, like, I guess for the most part, good professional game from Atletico Madrid. They will advance and they will go through. I predicted that before even the game kicked off. I think they'll actually reach the final, to be fair, because their side of the bracket is quite easy. It's easier than the other side. My predictions for the other games.
For the return leg, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, just for the return leg?
Yeah, just for the return leg.
This will be at Dortmund Stadium, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think Atletico will do enough. I think 1-1. I think Atletico will do enough just to stink it out.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and
what's Hassan
doing? I don't know. It's scaring me. Hassan, what are your predictions?
Well, Marshall, I don't think I did predictions. I didn't do predictions for the other games.
Oh, because you weren't here.
Yeah.
All right, fine. Do the predictions for the games that you missed.
This is a balaclava, by the way, just for people wondering.
I know. Is this the last games we're doing, right?
Yeah, because then I'm gonna ask you guys another question.
Oh, Wednesday. Yeah. Okay. So, City go to or Real Madrid go to the Etihad. They have not won there. So I'm saying City go through, and plus with the players they have coming back from injury as well. Barca PSG. I'm gonna say PSG go through because Mbappe has shown that he only needs about 15-20 minutes to turn up and perform. Arsenal, Bayern Munich, Arsenal. Don't underestimate Tuchel. Bayern go through.
There you go.
I think this could be a masterclass. This could be like 2-0. This could be a real masterclass.
Tuchel masterclass?
I don't know what Ahmed's doing.
Nothing
Never
wrong.
mind. Yeah, this could be a real masterclass. Yeah.
Ahmed is so evil.
And this match, Dortmund, Atletico.
We left.
What, me?
Yeah.
I already said. Atletico go through.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear. Sorry.
Yeah, Atletico go through.
Hassan, what are your thoughts on the game and your prediction?
I think that, like what Prime said, I think that Atletico has done enough to probably go through. I think the home factor is probably non-existent when it comes to this sort of game. I don't see.
Rodrigo.
I was gonna say,
sorry,
I don't
chill out.
see
I'm reacting to that.
many players. I don't see the players that are capable of breaking down Atletico and scoring 2 goals to win it. I think it'll either be a draw or I think Atletico will shithouse a 1-0 win. And I think they will definitely go through. So my prediction is Atletico will go through. And for the, of course I said it before, but for the Man City one, I think Man City is going to cook Real Madrid badly. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. So before we go to the final question of the show, I went ahead and did a poll for you guys in the chat. 47 of you guys voted. Your favorite match of this week was the Real Madrid 3, Man City 3 match. So big up to you guys. Yeah, I would have to agree. That's probably the best match of all of them. Really, really, really wonderful goals that were scored throughout. So the final question that I wanted to ask you guys was pretty much, who do you think is going to win the Champions League based on what we've seen so far and the performances? And I'll start this off. I'm going to be honest with you. I have a feeling Real Madrid are going to actually beat Man City. I have a feeling that they're gonna pull through, because I mean, big up to City to have the mentality to actually maintain the 3-3 at the Bernabeu. But I don't know, Ancelotti, when it comes to this tournament, it's his tournament. Out of all the managers in this tournament, he's won it the most. So I feel like with this team, he's gonna figure something out. And I just don't know. I'm not convinced by City this season. I just am not. Haaland's not the same Haaland we saw last season. KDB also hasn't been as electric as he was. And that defense, man, to leak 3 goals, they're not as solid as they were last season either. So I don't know. I think we're finally starting to turn the chapter on City. And no disrespect to City, but because I think Real Madrid are going to come back and win this at the Etihad, I think they go on and win the whole thing. I'm not going to lie to you. I think, for me, the favorites are Real Madrid, and I think Real Madrid can beat the whole thing. And if I'm going to make it even more interesting, I think it's going to be a Madrid derby in the final.
Bro, that's history right there. If Real beat City at the Etihad, that's history. They haven't
That is
done.
history. Records are meant to be broken, and I think if there's any manager that's going to do it, any team that's going to do it, it's going to be this Real Madrid team. Listen, they came back. They came back twice in that game, so we'll see. And the record's going to be Real Madrid getting their first win at the Etihad.
Yeah, but that was a weakened Man City though.
I would
Weakened
love that
by
final, by the way.
missing who? I mean, they were just missing Ederson, Ake.
No Kyle Walker as well. That was a weakened Man City team.
As good as he used to be.
Walker's not as good as he used to be.
Bro,
Yeah, I
people
was
said
gonna
that
say.
last season. And pocketed Vinny. Let's not do this.
Stop getting
Do
injured.
you know what? With
do
Marshall, do you know what?
He's not pocketing
I
Vinny.
can't lie, yeah. I actually agree with your points on City, but I think this might be their last dance. I can't even lie. I actually see a downfall coming in the next few years. I don't know when it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be. And when I mean downfall, I don't mean like Chelsea downfall. I still think they'll be second, third, like here and there, still
He
winning.
just won't be as dominant.
Yeah, they will still win trophies and they'll still be good. But I get what you mean in the sense that they aren't going to. I don't think they'll be the clear best team in the next couple of years. So in Europe, especially. So
While you're at it, Will, I mean, who do you think is going to win the whole thing?
I just can't. I can't see Madrid keeping City quiet. I think it's more likely that City are going to defend better than it is that Madrid are going to defend better. So I think City this year, I think City are going to win against Madrid. I think the Bayern Arsenal game, I think Arsenal are going to choke. I don't think that time matters though, because I think whoever wins City Madrid will be in the final. And then I think PSG will go through against Barca. I think Atletico then will go through against Dortmund. And I think we're going to see a Man City Atletico final with a close Man City win. That's what I think is going to happen.
Okay, fair enough. Fatir, who do you think is going to win the whole tournament?
I have a gut feeling that Atletico might go all the way here to win it, and I think for Simeone, I think that he deserves at least one Champions League, along with Griezmann as well. On the other side of the bracket, I wouldn't be surprised if Real Madrid go through as well. So it's gonna be a Madrid derby, but yeah, I fancy Simeone in the final.
Oh, the police calling.
Who's at the police office?
That was Don Carlo calling. That was Don Carlo calling. What'd you say about Atletico? Hassan, who do you think is winning the whole tournament?
You guys stole my thunder, man. I was gonna say the Atletico derby, man. I was gonna say the Madrid derby, man. But yeah, man.
You can still say it.
I think who I think is gonna win, like logically speaking, is whoever wins between the tie between Man City and Real Madrid. I think that's the only logical explanation because they're basically the top two favorites to win the whole thing. But what I want to see is probably Atletico winning it for the first time because it's something different. I don't want to see like the same old teams trying to win it all the time. I think like what you guys were saying. I think it's gonna be a Madrid derby. You're gonna see the La Liga fans gassing up saying that no English teams in the final. But it is what it is. But I think that is gonna be between Atletico and Real Madrid, and I think I want Atletico to win it. So I think it's just gonna be. Hopefully, I think Simeone is gonna win one of these finals against Madrid because he's always in them finals and it's always Madrid. But like what everyone says, like what a lot of top managers says, for you to win the Champions League, you gotta beat the Galacticos, and that's Real Madrid.
Yeah. All right, Oliver, who do you think is winning the whole tournament?
I think City will win it. I agree with Will and whoever else has said it that it's going to be a Atletico City final. I just think, like I said before, with the prediction for the second leg of the Real Madrid game, I just think Carlo and Madrid, as good as they all are, just a bit too much working against them right now with some of the injuries. Of course, Bellingham didn't have his best performance, so he'd have to step it up. And you've got the record at the Etihad as well. Again, as much as records are there to be broken, when City get purring at the Etihad, it's over for anyone. So I reckon they'll find their way through. Foden's in some good form right now. You've got some other players there too. And then from there, I mean, it kind of depends. I'm assuming that Arsenal are going to prioritise the Premier League, like if they were like mentally. So, just because of last year and how close they were to it, they might subconsciously prioritise the Premier League. So, with that in mind, I don't really think it matters who gets through between Arsenal or Bayern. I think Bayern aren't strong enough, and then Arsenal might have their attention elsewhere. So, City will get through them. And then, I think on the other side of the bracket, Atletico will beat Dortmund, like I said, 1-0 at the at Dortmund's place, and then it will be. What's that? I said, I think, the Atletico will go through and then it will be them in the final. So I think City win it. Do you want me to give a score prediction for the final?
Honestly, let's save it. Let's save it for when we actually get to the final.
Okay, well I think City will win it.
Chris, your prediction for who's going to be making it, who's winning the whole tournament, actually?
Who's the daddy?
Chris?
Oh shit, I'm on mute.
No, I was gonna say the police got Chris one.
Barcelona.
Oh,
they will
stop
win
it! You're full of shit.
What?
Stop.
Why? So wait. Atletico Madrid, they can win it. That's fine.
You're being serious?
Yes, I'm being serious. They can get to the final and win it. They can get to the final and win it. If they beat PSG, they can get to the final and win it. I don't know why that's a crazy take. Like all of you actually sleeping on Barcelona, I think.
I mean, it depends if you think Barcelona will make it through, though. That's the thing. Like a lot of us are predicting PSG will go through.
Yes, they beat PSG. PSG is shit. Like,
Chris,
honestly,
not about whether they're. We're not. I don't think you're crazy for saying they're going to get to the final. I don't think they will.
I think they'll win it as well. When it's the final, will though, I'm pretty sure when Chelsea face Man City in the final, a lot of people wrote Chelsea off. I know a lot of Chelsea fans, us backed it.
I'll be real. I think it's slightly different. No, it is. I think it is. I think that peak of that run of form that Chelsea went on in that tournament is not going to be the same as Barcelona. Tuchel at that time and now still is a better manager than Xavi. As much as I like Xavi, I think Xavi's a good coach. They're too young as well, man. That team's too young to win a Champions League. I'm sorry that their best players are all are too young.
Like Rafinha's not young. Obviously Lewandowski's not young. De Jong's not young.
They've got Yamal. They have a centre back that's young. They have Val.
Yeah, Yamal, but they can use João Felix as well. Like they got João Felix.
They're not doing it though.
My point is that you've got Kabasi who's 17. These are the sort of players you're going to have to. you're gonna have to count on against a Man City or Real Madrid. Bearing in mind.
Oh, the centre back. Yeah.
This isn't going to be a
He's 17. I thought he was like a little bit older than that.
Because I don't agree that they're going to get to the final, but they can. I'm not going to write them off completely. I think PSG will go through against them.
So you're saying to me, if they get to the final, right? You're telling me there's no. You think there's still no chance Barcelona the final. I believe they can get to the final and win it
against the Man City or Madrid. Well, Madrid with injuries, but if my prediction of City against the final is true, then I don't think they have a chance. No.
Barcelona don't even have a DM either. Like that's just a limitation their whole squad has.
De Jong's a good DM. I know he's not like
No, he's not.
But
he does play DM a lot. I'm just saying.
Chris, can I actually ask you something? I'm curious. Why do you think Barcelona is going to win the whole thing?
One, because they're the easiest side. They'd have to face City or Real Madrid, nothing like that. So it's not like
they will win the final.
They still have to in the final.
And when the final is a final, and this is what I mean, it doesn't matter like who's who. Like people think Atletico can do it when Barcelona are a better team than Atletico. Like they are. They got a better midfield. They got a better attack. Defense is probably about the same maybe, but more talented like Cancelo and Koundé and like their two centre backs.
The defense is nowhere near the same. Barcelona's defense is terrible.
No. I rate their defenders more. No, I rate.
No. I rate the players. I rate the players, but the defense this season has been woeful.
No, the only reason you say like obviously Simeone is because they play terrorist ball. They just sit back and 5 men at the back.
I don't know, but it's not that though, because a lot of people said they think Simeone's gonna like with. But Chris, I don't think you said they're gonna win it. I don't think if you said.
I think they got great players. They got literally Rafinha. They got
Chris. I literally have Spanish heritage. I know how good a lot of these young players are. Yeah, I know how good these young players are. I just don't think they're good enough to beat Madrid, who are about to literally create one of the greatest teams in the world when they get Mbappe in, and they still have a great squad now, even without Mbappe. You've got Man City, who have arguably the best team, one of the best teams we've ever seen last year, and they are still a very good team. Arsenal on paper, I'm sorry, I don't want to write Arsenal off completely. I think they will go out, but I'm just saying Arsenal are also, I think, the stronger side. And you've got experience in Bayern Munich as well. This isn't just like an easy Barcelona win.
If Arsenal, I'm telling you, if Arsenal and Barcelona got to the final, my money's on Barcelona. I know like Arsenal doing well, but they'll be concentrating on that league so much. Barcelona ain't go concentrate on the league, by the way. They're not.
Another big if though, Chris, man. It's a big if.
No, but but you're saying if Arsenal do it. Chris, if Arsenal gonna be concentrating on the league, by the way. Like same as City,
same as. But I don't think Arsenal are gonna be in the final either. I don't think. I'm just trying to name teams that I think are probably better.
I don't think Barcelona's a bad team though. I like some midfielders.
No one's saying they're bad.
This is what I mean. I don't think it's a bad thing.
Chris, you really threw a curveball into the.
You said that.
I'm pretty sure I mentioned Discord. I think Barcelona could get to final and maybe do it.
Chris, if Barcelona get knocked out now, you're never coming back, Chris. I hope you know this.
Chris.
Yeah, no.
Chris, who are they going to face in this final?
Man City.
And they're gonna beat Man City.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Okay.
No. Wait, hang on. I actually I think Man City might go out to Bayern Munich somehow.
Why me? Oh, interesting, Chris.
Chris, you got spicy takes tonight.
No, because I think Man City with the league and all that type of stuff.
Chris, are you saying we're going to see a terrorist off between Tuchel and Xavi? Is that what you're saying?
Huh? Can I give mine?
I rate it, Chris.
I thought you did give yours.
No.
Did we start with you?
I don't think Prime said this.
I did my I talked about the other ties.
Oh shit!
Right, who do you think you win, Prime? Who do you think's gonna win it, bro?
Yeah, who do you think's gonna win the tournament, Prime? I could have sworn we went to Prime.
Yeah, no. I'm having a Bayern beat Arsenal.
Okay, you scared me.
City beat Real Madrid, and the other side will be PSG and Atletico. And the final will be Bayern Munich against Atletico Madrid, and I have Atletico winning it.
I think Bayern's making it to the final too. Wow.
All right then.
Yeah, because I know how bad they've been in the league and stuff, but like, don't like really be fooled. They still have Champions League winners in that team. They've still got talented players, some of them world-class players. And
Yeah.
Tuchel is still a tactician, and he's still phenomenal in cup competition, particularly in the Champions League. I can see them beating Arsenal in the second leg, and I can see them beating Man City, or even Real Madrid. So
I mean,
so they'll get to the final, and I have Atletico winning that final. To be fair, that final quite the way, but like I have Atletico winning that final.
Ahmed.
Who'd you say is going to win it, sorry? I missed who you said is going to win it. Bayern Munich or?
Atletico.
Atletico. Oh, okay. I thought, right.
Ahmed.
I'm
Bayern's winning it, right?
No, they're not winning it. I'm just gonna keep it straight with you. Barcelona is not winning it. You know, I can get what Chris's point, but the reality is Rafinha this season has not been good. Yamal has been carrying that team. Yamal has been carrying that team in La Liga pretty much all season. Lewandowski has looked like a shadow of his former self.
He's not looking the greatest. I do agree on you that.
Yeah, right. And like they've literally been relying on a kid from the academy to score some goals for them. By the way, if you know, you know. Now and De Jong has not even been playing regularly. He's been out injured, so even he's not been playing regularly. Gundogan's been suffering. Oriol Romeo's been suffering. They've been even doing Christensen, by the way.
Yeah, Christensen's been in DM a lot.
Yeah, like the guy that's been actually carrying them, who's not, I don't think played today. It was Ferran Torres. He's the one that's been actually carrying this team somewhat because he's been scoring goals for them quite regularly.
I'll be honest though, Ahmed. Lewandowski's goal return is still pretty decent in all comps. I'm pretty sure he's hit 20 in all comps.
But that's in all comps, bro. But I'll be honest, if you actually watch him.
No, I'm not saying he's amazing anymore. I'm just saying.
No, but that's why. Well, I did say he's a shadow of his former self. Yeah. So he's not as good as he is, bro. And if we're being honest about that.
Yeah.
So for me, in general, this Bayern team they're just not good enough right now, and that's what it is for me. Now, that's why they're out for me in the semi-finals because I believe they're going to beat PSG. Because for me, PSG, they have good talent. I think Enrique's been doing a 50% job in my opinion. He's not been doing a great job either. And PSG is shit. So it comes down to it. And Mbappe's a forward. I can't lie to you. If he doesn't win the UCL next season with Real Madrid, he truly is like the biggest forward in the game. Like you can't really. There's nothing else.
No, I have to agree with Ahmed on that one. If he doesn't win the Champions League next season with Real Madrid, especially with the stacked team they're gonna have, I gotta call it.
Bellingham a fraud as well. Then if they don't, can I just ask that? Is Bellingham also a fraud?
Bellingham was never put on a pedestal like Mbappe was.
No, yes, he is. He is.
No. So I think you would have to. So for me, you would have to look at him a bit lower. You'd have to lower the standards that you have to look at him at. That's the difference, I would say, with Bellingham. Because I feel like with him,
you do that. I'll be honest, Ahmed. Though I rate Bellingham as a good player. But I've never rated him like that. I think
no. So
he has a few games like he had yesterday. I wouldn't even slander him for like yesterday because he's not that guy when it comes to the hype he's got throughout the season. I'll be real. He's good.
But I don't think anyone's ever said Bellingham is the best player in the world.
No.
They haven't. At the start of the season, they were saying for me.
Marshall, when he was like hooping, just scoring non-stop, that's when it was happening. But you know what everyone's like, they always usually overgas.
Well, yeah. But that was over a season he's had so far.
Yeah.
And Bobby's had it for a long time.
So going back to my talking points, I spoke about Barcelona and I said why PSG is cooked. I want to tell you why Bayern Munich is actually cooked, and I'm going to be very honest about it. It's actually not Tuchel. I think he can obviously listen. Whether or not I do believe that his man management as a manager is finished now. He needs to reset. Otherwise, he's just going to be a new Mourinho, in my personal opinion. But it's going to be a Mourinho plus, where he's lost his touch of the players and the way to manage them. But he has some level of but the difference between him and Mourinho is going to be that his tactics can still be used to this day, and it's very adaptable and everything like that. But the problem for me is the Bayern players. Like Koeman is quite injury prone. Is he going to be able to be there for you? You've now lost a guy like Gnabry. Yes, people can say Gnabry is shit, but still key piece that you're missing there. You've barring Kane and then Sane, who is a comme ci comme ça. If you know what that means, you know what that means. And then
I know comme ci comme ça means.
Yes, and then you obviously got Goretzka and listen, I'll be honest. Kimmich, Dross, cooked. You know what I mean? I'll be honest, man. If he goes to Man City next season, he might be on forward watch, bro. He's another one that you might have to look at and be like, the F words might need to be coming out for him too. If he does what he's doing this season, the last season previously, and
Who you talking
Kimmich, and then I'll be honest. We know what the situation the centre backs are. You know what I mean? Like De Ligt, Uncle Bozo. That's what I'm gonna say right now. Dyer, he's an ex-Tottenham player. No, I don't even think to mention anything after that.
I think when you talk about Bayern, the frauds you have to look at is the two terrorists in midfield, Kimetska.
But and I feel like the centre and Upamecano. I forgot about my boy Upamecano. It hurts for me to call him a Bose. Like,
hey, Ahmed, can I say one thing? Yeah, and I'll let you carry on. Goretzka, one good game of the season against Declan Rice, man.
Uncomfortable conversations, man. Hey, I just want to say, listen, I just want to also add that Neuer, I'm not sure he should be in goal right now. That's what I'm just gonna finish it off personally of that school of thought. Just let people think on that one. So you know what I mean. But
their backup is shit though, man. He's got to play. I don't care even if he's washed himself. He's still way better than their backup.
Now and for me now, this is where I've already said. I think the reason why Atletico is gonna win it. Chris is gonna say it's because of the Taliban football or the Taliban defense. I actually don't think it's because of that. I think the reason why Atletico can win it is that they're structurally done well. They are very good in transitional play, and they're able to take their chances on the break. That's something that I think that you can't really say about other teams. The efficiency they're able to win, to get the ball in transition and hoop is like pretty good, bro. Like it's undeniable in my personal opinion. I only have a guy like Griezmann up front, guys like Llorente, even Morata. Like, listen, I know Morata's been shit at Chelsea, but he can do a job for you. He's been doing a really good job for them at Atletico. So there's that too, right? So that's why I think for me, Atletico making the final probably makes the most logical sense in my personal opinion. Now, when it comes to the other final guy, it's really between Real Madrid and Man City. Now, I think for me personally, I agree with what Will said about this might be Man City's last dance. If you look at the transfers they've had this season, a lot of them, I would say maybe Bar and Doku, have kind of been duds. And Gvardiol, sorry, Doku and Gvardiol. Gvardiol, because he's actually improving as the season's gone on, in my personal opinion.
Do you really just say maybe barring... Okay, never mind.
Yeah,
but you know, Gvardiol's had a few good moments, but it's not justified.
He's improving. He's not a buster. That's the difference. I'm saying to you,
Where's the Mudryk improving?
What does it mean?
Let's not wait. You comparing Gvardiol compared to Mudryk, man? Come on.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying the logic.
No.
This talk of Man City having their last dance and falling off, I think it's absolutely ludicrous, by the way.
No, wait. Can I just say one thing? My point is I don't think they'll be the clear favourite in Europe. They're still going to win a lot of trophies.
They've never been a clear favourite in Europe.
They were last.
They have. The last 2 to 3 years.
Hold on. A clear favourite in Europe. They've never been a clear favourite.
They were the last.
I would argue prime the last 2 to 3 years. Yes, the last. Yes,
I'd say the last 3 actually.
Listen, if you look at the bookies, favorite, they have always been the clear.
Bro, I don't care what alcoholics do at the bookies. I don't care what alcoholics do.
No. But the bookies, what the reason why I say bookies is because they're the guys that actually do the calculations and like.
Okay. Cool. So they've only been favorites for 2. They've only been B favorites for 2 years.
Three.
You think they're going to fall off? 3. Okay, cool. Even if they fall off, they'll still.
No, but like again, when I say fall off and when you say fall off, I think it's the term I think might be a bit too strong. What we mean is that they're gonna have some level of like reset decline. That makes sense. Where they need to, some guys need to go.
Decline of football club
where they need to do the quick. You know what I mean? They need to do the second.
Yeah, but Ahmed, they've been doing that the past season or so.
Yeah, but the reason why
they did that last year, I won the treble.
But the difference is this season the transfers have not worked out. That's the only reason why I would say that.
Yes, but Ahmed, they're still in the Champions League quarterfinal. They're on. They look like they could win the final, and they could win that. They are still on course for a treble.
All right, listen. You know what? I think we're debating semantics on this one, so I'm just gonna move on this one. But
we're not debating.
But this is all about time.
I feel like that's what we're debating.
We're gonna be hindsight FC.
All right, yeah, but in my opinion, you know what? In my opinion, though, I think Real Madrid, if they come out the gates and are really good and really fast, I could see them do something against Man City. But I just think at the end of the day, Man City are just too good, bro.
Thank you.
So I think it's going to be Man City going through, and then I think Bayern will beat Arsenal. I just think for me, the European pedigree is not in Arsenal yet, and that's what I think is going to hold them back. So yeah, man, I think it's going to be Man City Atletico final, and you know what, man, I would put a punter's chance, a good amount of money on Atletico actually winning it for me.
Fair play, man. Well, ladies and gents, that's the call-in show today.
Tuchel out.
We had the link at the top of the pin. We had the link at the top of the chat. So if you missed out, next time just know we always pin the link at the top of the chat. Go to the live chat tab, and you'll
Fucking
see
Ahmed here. Fucking Ahmed here.
You'll see the chat, the link to the StreamYard at the top of the live chat portion. When you switch to top chat to live chat, you'll see it there. Let me see who we can rate today. But while I go ahead and look for that, ladies and gents, as always, be sure, it's probably flawless, yeah, right? Be sure to smash up the like button, as it does help out with the channel. Also, be sure to hit the subscribe, because we're on our way to 3K. We do these live call-in shows once a month at the it's usually the first Wednesday of every month. So be sure to tune in for the next one. Actually, I might even go ahead and make another one for us reacting to the results of the Champions League, next week. So who knows? I don't know. It's up in the air if I do it or not. But I could. I could. Oh my God! I could see it happening. I could see it happening.
Hey! Take that down.
Huh?
Can I actually turn off your camera? I can't turn off your camera, can I?
Hold that, Marshall. Hold that, Marshall.
It's because I don't actually want to. I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
so that's what I was
cool.
trying to turn on this
Hold that,
camera.
Ahmed. Hold that. You are
Listen,
such a fool, Ahmed.
if Taliban wins the UCL, you gotta edit yourself like that, Ahmed. You gotta edit yourself like that.
Ahmed. Yeah,
I'll do it for you, Ahmed. I'll do it for you.
Ahmed, why do you hate Tuchel? I'm confused.
Don't worry, man. It's a story for another day.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll find out after Tuchel wins the Champions League, which I didn't predict.
I don't know why Palace fans hate Tuchel, but
oh, look at that! Look at that, man.
Ren's fan. But ladies and gents, as always, be sure to smash up the like, subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're notified whenever we go live. Check out the links in the description below for my content, Ahmed's content, Sarcasm City, who we are going to be rating. And here's a raid message for you guys to copy and paste and send it over there to let him know where you're coming from. So check out the music that I make over there in the description below. Check out the YouTube channel I have as well, where I play video games. We're going to be playing some Bloodborne tonight. Yeah, my OF is also down there as well if you want the feed pics. I'm just saying. But let me know as well, guys, in the comments below your thoughts on everything that we discussed today. Be sure to also check out the memberships, because we have 4 different memberships starting at 99p. And as soon as I find my notebook, homies get a shout out at the end of every show. So whoever is a proper casual and higher tiered member gets a shout out at the end of every show. And that's going to be going out to Suproten, M3, Adam CFC, Wasabi Meets World, Orizon Hereditar, B-Man, JC, Iwani, Gabriel A, Ishi, A Solomon, EE, Hassan Nawaz, Uncle Jester FC, Will, OG Triple Jesus, and Dark. And today, finally joining us in the Cement Mixer gang, not the Cement Mixer tier, but the Cement Mixer gang, the 1-year anniversary for Real Chris and Oliver, who have been a member for over a year now. So big up to you guys. Big up to you guys for being a member for over a year. You now have the Cement Mixer emoji next to your name as a member. So
follow the Twitter as well. We're back. We're back on Casually FC Twitter. We are back.
Yeah.
We are?
Back.
Yeah, Marshall, you getting some interactions on it? Yeah.
What have I tweeted recently?
Not you.
Well, we're still in Marshall's.
Yo, Will, what have you done, man?
What have you been tweeting? I haven't been paying attention.
We've been telling Marshall.
Now you're a little bit worried, eh?
we've been selling Marshall's OF picks. You know what I mean? And so hey, if you know, you know.
Listen. If Tuchel wins the Champions League, he's definitely dropping the links, bro.
Yeah. Big up to Rooney08 for the super chat. £1.99 super chat. This is a forehead prime and Ahmed. Big up, guys. So big up to you. I think he means it's for your foreheads. I don't even know. I guess he means you guys have big foreheads. But congrats on your first super chat.
That is a forehead. Not this is a forehead, Marshall.
He said
that
is
a
forehead. Prime, man. So he's complimenting. I don't know. He's saying it directly up, man.
This is forehead prime and Ahmed.
I don't think
that is a forehead. That is a big forehead for him. That's what he's trying to say.
Oh, you know what I mean, Marshall, man. You know what I mean? This is, but you know, Marshall's from Peru, and it's understandable. You know what I mean? Sometimes.
Okay, sorry. Sometimes like punctuation and all that stuff. That stuff matters, guys. Sometimes I struggle to read these things.
Did he graduate from high school? Like, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Have you
graduated from a 4-year university? So
big up one.
Big up education, all right? Y'all have a wonderful rest of your night. We'll see you over on Sarcasm City. Have a wonderful night. Stay casual. Peace.